It's where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for tonight's show. Of course, Newcastle United versus Manchester City Watchalong. And, well, it's safe to say that Newcastle, well, Alex called it right. I've been watching a lot of other people's build-ups to the game, and a lot of people are still predicting 4-3-3. I don't think it's going like that. I think we're playing 5 at the back, but Target's a strange one for me. But we'll have a look at the Newcastle team immediately, because kickoff is literally 13 minutes away. This is how we line up tonight. We go with Nick Pope, Livramento, Lascelles, Dummett, Target, Hall, Miley, Tenali, Murphy, Joe Linton, Isak. Alex?
Yeah, it's interesting. So I think I'm half right. I think it'll be a fluid 5 at the back / it'll drop into, I think Hall will be in midfield. I think it's going to be a funny experiment where we change from sort of, 4 at the back to 5 at the back, depending on if we're in possession, what's happening in the game. Obviously, the red herring there
to a defense formation.
Yeah, I mean, I think we called everything right last night when we were discussing this in terms of Miley potentially coming in, Dummett coming in, Lascelles coming in. We didn't really call Target, and then obviously Joe Linton was the surprise. But we got. Did you call Joe Linton? Oh, well done. I mean, collectively, we did a bloody good job with the.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Although Dubravka, surprising, he's not rotated the goalkeeper. Style maybe
together. He's not even on the bench, Billy. So that's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, again. Strange. He wasn't on the bench in Milan either. My thoughts are they don't want him cup tied. I don't think he's on his way in January.
That could be a good point. That could be a good point about the cup tie. Yeah. This is how the visitors line up. They've gone with Ortega in goal. They've gone Lewis, Akanji, Ake, Gvardiol, Gomez, Phillips, Kovacic, Bob, Grealish, and Alvarez. It's not a bad lineup, Billy, to be fair.
Yeah, it's very strong, isn't it? Considering, we thought there might be more than just Bob in it. And Gomez, the ones we don't really know much about. Lewis obviously came in last season, was very good. Kanji and Ake, very good. Gvardiol, very good again. Phillips, not got minutes in his legs, but performed really well for England. Kovacic was brilliant against us at the Emirates. The Emirates, the Etihad. Grealish is Grealish, and Alvarez scored against us, so it's a really strong side, isn't it? Not as confident as it was last night, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, strong bench, Alex. That's the thing, isn't it? They've got a strong bench.
I mean, we did pick this last night, except so I think the only things we got wrong were it was just a mashed together lineup based on Man City predicted lineups. So obviously the change from what we predicted was Haaland obviously not in. Foden has dropped out. Obviously Gomez is in, but we got pretty much this spot on in terms of obviously the viewers kindly pointed out that Kovacic was not injured, so that was great. So we got the Phillips and Kovacic midfield, which I think we've got to pay attention to, and I think they're matching us up as well. I think formation, they've got the ability to do a 4-3-3 / a back fives. They can actually match us up quite well. This will be really interesting, really good test for us. We got the defenders spot on. Interested to see Oscar Bob as well, just from a I like football.
He's a good
so I'm
player,
interested to see
Oscar
how he
Bob.
does.
He's got a funny name, but he's a decent kid. He's a decent player.
But young talent-wise, it's really interesting. So obviously we get to see Hall, Livramento, Miley, Oscar Bob for them. So it's a good day for football, really. We get to see some interesting players.
Absolutely. We've got Barbara Fay. I do apologize, Barb's renewed our membership. So thank you very much, Barbara. Stephen Fraser, good evening, buddy. He's been a member for 17 months. He says, "Hey, Paul, I know you should try Mamadika. It's a private clinic for cannabis. Ooh. I've been on every opioid going for pain and nothing works for my side. Well, something needs to work for me. But as usual,
where was this private clinic? Because I'm going to build a chip shop next door to it.
A chip shop next door, just selling chips, nothing else, just fries. You wouldn't need to sell anything else, but you just have a big. Just have a big fryer next to it, and that's it. Class. Dylan, thanks very much for your $1.99 super chat. He says, "Evening, lads. Love the banana kick, Billy. It's a classic." Absolutely, it is. I mean, look, tonight's going to be very strange. It is going to be a strange game. There's no doubt about it, because I'm not sure how both teams will gel straight away, because obviously they're not used to playing with each other all the time. So for me, it's going to be a very interesting first 10 minutes to see how we approach the game, Alex.
I completely agree. Possibly one of the reasons why Pope's in goal, because we don't want to change too much stylistically. We've obviously had moments in the past where we've made too many personnel changes and the whole style has just fallen through the floor, and we just, too many errors. Obviously, the level of personnel has improved since then. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I think it makes for an exciting game, because there's going to be a lot of players. Sometimes you get games where the players are very cautious, where they don't concede, they want to keep structure, they're not sure, they don't want to make a mistake. Whereas I think in this game, you've got a lot of players who really, really want to prove themselves, who are on the fringes of teams, young players who are quite fearless. So it hopefully is the right cocktail for a really exciting game.
Yeah. Martin Watson, thank you for being a member for 12 months. He says, "Great channel as normal. How are the lads?" Mats, who's been a member for 8 months now, have a feeling this cup run is going to be short and sweet. Hope I'm wrong. Jimmy Barr, thank you very much for $14.99 Australian dollars. He says, "Hey, TTR family, sorry you backstopped you from going to the game, Paul. Looks like old mate gets his extra sweets at the match." Exactly. Do we have a time for the next Face the Lads? Want to get an alarm set? 2-1. It's 7 o'clock Friday night. That is the time for the Face the Lads show. 7 o'clock every Friday night. So obviously that's UK time, Jimmy. So whatever it is in good old Australia. And new member, we have Big Ass Bloke. I'm not sure whether that is a renewal or a new membership, but it's not Billy either. So it's not me either. So Big Ass Bloke, welcome to the Toon Review family, and thank you for your support on the channel. Right, usual rules apply, guys. There's no slow mode on tonight because it's just a slow mode. It doesn't stop the spoilers, but it is subscriber only. If you want to comment on the channel tonight, you have to be a subscriber to the channel. So basically, no spoilers, please. The mods are under instruction. You'll get one warning, and then if you do another spoiler, you're out. But preferably don't do any, because it just spoils it for everybody. Now, as usual, I'm watching it through Sky on Now TV, so I'll be slightly behind. So Alex and Billy will pause their TVs at kickoff, and then when I say, right, we're underway, they'll press play. So the three of us are all in sync. So if you want to join along with that, if you're watching the TV and listening to our commentary, do the same. Just when we get to kickoff, just hit pause on your TV, and then obviously wait till I say, right, we're underway, press play, and you're all level with us. Billy?
Leicester 1-0 at Anfield.
Oh, what a shame. I have to say I'm devastated about that score so far.
They keep having comebacks, don't they? So
yeah. Dylan Richardson, welcome to Members Club as well. Thank you for joining our membership. Really appreciate that. And, well, the one and only Mr. Reactions, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. You I'm loving the team. I miss yous. 3-1 to us. Well, you miss Alex more than anybody, don't you, to be fair? But hopefully you'll actually remember that we do Face the Lads on a Friday night, and we're ready for your motivational speech, to be honest. And you haven't faced Alex face-to-face yet, so, there you go. You'll get your chance on Friday. I have to say, though, guys, I'm a little worried about the defence tonight, centrally. Not so much the fullbacks. Target can do a job. We know he can. But I have to say, I am a little bit worried about the centre-backs. I mean, where do you guys stand on that?
Shitting myself. Dummett and Lascelles against Alvarez doesn't fill me with much confidence. And we saw Target playing next to Bird in the Brighton game. He was absolutely abysmal. Playing next to Dummett, I don't see how that makes him any better. I'm kind of worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit of a worry, isn't it? It definitely is, to be honest.
Hence the back five shout out of possession.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've just got my.
So who slips into the back three though? Will it be Hall? I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Hall's a lot bigger than Target, isn't he? Well, I say a lot bigger. I don't know if he's a lot bigger. I think he's taller than Target, but I think.
Do you think he plays in the six in possession?
Yeah, well,
no,
I think I think out of possession we may well drop Lewis Hall into defence. I think that's what they'll do.
I think Hall will be left side, so he can easily drop into defence on the left side, whether it's left-sided centre half or left or wing back. And then I think the deeper of the midfielders is going to rotate between Miley and is Miley and Tonali? Have I got that right? Are they both playing? Yeah, they are.
Joe Linton, Joe Linton play.
I think that makes. Yeah.
Right, just to get an idea of where you are, I'm looking in the tunnel at the minute at Nick Pope.
Oh, we're on the pitch, just coming on the pitch now.
Oh, Christ. All right, so you will be hitting pause. Dylan Richardson, thank you very much for your $1.99 super chat. He says, happy to be a member finally. Banana Billy, how are you? Indeed. He is in the banana outfit. Pooley Mag says, we're not so bothered about this cup tie. I think we are. I think, is it that much of a weakened Manchester City side? I'm not so sure. We know what Pep's like, don't we?
I think we'll see kind of how much he wants his competition if they're behind and then pulls Haaland and people like that on. If he didn't do it, I don't think he cares. But I think they've got a stronger line at the nurse, I've got to say.
Absolutely. GN Core, thank you very much for your £2 super chat. He says, do we have insight Sven is carrying a knock? I think he's just rested tonight along with Dan Burn. I wouldn't look into anything like that at all, to be fair. Certainly there's been nothing come out of Newcastle saying that there's any extra injuries. Look, he's going to leave players out. Let's face it, Share's played a lot of games. Burns played a lot of games in quick succession. So that's why I think he's made the changes. Poker Patter says, oh my God, my stream is behind Paul's. Well, there you go. But just a reminder, guys, if you go to get to the kickoff and you want to watch along with us, please do hit the pause button and wait till I say, right, we've kicked off, and then we'll all press play and we'll all be in sync. If you do put any spoilers in, you'll be thrown out. It's as simple as that. You've got to comment. You've got to be a subscriber to comment. So I'd be very, very disappointed if any of our subscribers were to do that, to be honest. It'd be a little bit silly. Peter Dolan, thank you for your £10 super chat. He says, Paul, try some acupuncture for your back pain. It's been an absolute blessing for me throughout my life as I spend most of my day on my feet due to my occupation. I've never really thought about that, to be honest. But anyway, we've got over 1,100 people watching so far. We haven't even kicked off yet. So thank you very much to everybody for joining us. If you do enjoy tonight's commentary from us, please do give it the thumbs up. Very important for the channel. So we need just take 2 seconds out to hit the thumbs up button. And also, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. It is free to do so. Come and join a fantastic community here on the Toon Review. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, which will let you know when we schedule any live shows or we upload any recorded videos. Also, at the top of the description underneath us is the link to the Football Content Awards 2023. Of course, the Toon Review have made the finals at Anfield in November. So voting is now open. So please keep on going to that link and voting for the Toon Review. Just scroll down to Best Podcast, and then you'll see a drop-down menu for the Premier League. Hit the drop-down menu and select the Toon Review. So thank you very much in advance for that, guys. Mr. Reactions, thank you for another $1.99. He says, Paul, Billy Bob is the one for me. See you Friday. Oh, well, there you go, Billy. He loves you.
I'll tell you what I've just noticed as well. We got another thing right. We mentioned about Wilson maybe being given a full rest. He's not even on the bench.
Yeah, he's
So
not on the
that
bench.
was-
No. Yeah.
Again, press conference. They could have asked all of this, and it would have been correct.
Pep and Eddie
Absolutely.
Howe have just had a fantastic kind of conversation for 30 seconds, shaking each hand, kind of patting each other on the shoulder. It was nice to see.
Yeah, there is a mutual respect.
Lots of respect there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at Manchester City in the huddle, so get ready to pause your
Ours
telly,
are about
Alex.
to kick off, so
Yeah.
we'll have to pause it.
Everybody else, pause your TVs until I say, right, we're underway, and then you'll all be in sync with us. No spoilers in the chat, please, or you will be chucked out. Mun Kyle, thank you very much for your £2 super chat. He's just got my PSG tickets through the ballot. I'm so happy. And Stephen Best, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for joining. You are very welcome, and welcome to the Toon Review family. Right, we're nearly away on my stream as well. So everybody get ready to hit play. Those that have paused and who are going to be alongside us, we're off. Here we go. Newcastle United at home to Manchester City, Carabao Cup. And let's see, is this another road to Wembley for the Toon? I'm not so sure, but we're underway. And immediately it's back with the goalkeeper for Manchester City. And he just clips it out, Edison style, but not quite the accuracy of Edison. We've now got Lewis Hall on the ball for Newcastle. Plays it back to Target. Little 1-2 there with Paul Dummett. But now it's back with Lewis Hall in the left-back position. Target, back to Dummett, who swings his left foot around that up front towards Alexander Isak, who hopefully will be buoyed, guys, by his goal on Sunday.
Yeah, let's hope so.
But we've got a player down already. I think... Yeah, clash of knees by the looks of things. I think that's quite a painful one for Jacob. I think he'd be all right. He's just, he's getting up. He's on his haunches. I think he just clashed knees there by the looks of things, guys.
Yeah, Hall playing on the left-hand side of the midfield, it looks like, in the advanced role.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's painful, that, like, clash of kneecaps. He'll have a bruise there.
Ooh, he's limping.
He is. He'll run it off. He'll run it off. We're back underway again, and immediately with Alvarez for Manchester City, scoops a ball to the right-hand side. I mean, it's very interesting here because good pressing again. Look at that from Joe Linton. That's what we want to see. I'm really surprised to see Big Joe in the lineup tonight.
Oh,
that's come from
shocked
nowhere.
everybody.
Dumb it, Christ almighty.
Yeah.
Paul Dummett.
Slightly late. Yeah. Slightly late on Calvin Phillips there, wasn't he?
He was that late. He nearly caught him in the showers.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. He took one for the team. Let's say that Paul Dummett there. I mean, I'm interested to see Dummett play tonight because obviously he hasn't been involved in first team action, well, for quite some time, apart from obviously the friendlies. But this is the real deal. Here's Calvin Phillips for Manchester City. Goes back to Gvardiol, who then in turn knocks it back to the goalkeeper Ortega. And that's a hell of a pass to Grealish. Wow, that was drilled. Livramento sticking to him like glue. He's forced him back to the halfway line. And Man City have to go back again to Gvardiol. Plays it inside. Is this that Oscar Bob kid, number 52? It is indeed.
Yeah, it is. It's Bob.
And Nathan Ake now for City. Plays it out to the left-hand side. Grealish on the ball now. Again, Livramento right in front of him. Back to Nathan Ake. Man City certainly having the majority of the possession in the opening 5 minutes here. But we kind of expect that. It doesn't matter who's on the field for Manchester City. You know, they're a very, very difficult side to get the ball off at times. Phillips. That's a good interception by Matty Target. Target then into Joe Linton. Joe Linton then to Tonali. Tonali. Little bit of a heavy touch on the ball there, and he's won it back, though.
Unlucky.
I had a hunch the referee was going to blow for a foul there, but he actually won the ball back.
Yeah.
Here's Grealish from Manchester City in the centre circle.
Really good pressure on that left-hand side.
It certainly is, yeah. I was just going to say.
Doing well together.
Isak chases down Ortega again. The ball now with Calvin Phillips in that defensive midfield role for Manchester City tonight. And again, Ortega goes long, looking to the left-hand side. Good strong header from Jamal Lascelles. Knocked down by Miley. Brilliant touch that by Miley, wasn't it?
Yeah, very nice.
First time touch. And here's Jacob Murphy. Has to go back a bit, but finds his skipper, Jamal Lascelles, who in turn will roll the ball across to Paul Dummett. Dummett under pressure immediately. Matt Target into Lewis Hall. Nice touch by Lewis Hall.
Great turn.
Lovely turn from Big Joe. And now here we go. Big Joe still on the ball.
That's a foul, ref.
And good strength. Who's that number 25? Who was that?
Akanji, I think.
Akanji's a bloody beast. Phillips now as Man City in possession again. Ake pointing at Grealish to get the ball, but Ake eventually kept it in. Phillips now for Manchester City. Ball played into Alvarez. Nice little 1-2 there. Here come Man City down the left now as Grealish goes against Livramento. Livramento sticks with him again. Grealish, a little to and fro, but we got a block in, and Tonali heads it away.
Good foot from Livramento, that.
Sticking to him like glue early doors. Livramento on Jack Grealish. He's won the ball back. Well played, Livramento. He's got pressure on him from all sides there, but the ball is still in play. And Jacob Murphy runs away with the ball. Plays. Oh, I thought it was out, but never mind. We certainly will take it.
I'm glad we didn't score from that passage of play because they would have gone back to that. And so it won't now, which is cool.
Yeah. And Ben Ditchburn, hello to you. Ben is actually sitting to my left on the sofa in the office, but he's put a hello to everybody in the chat. That is my son, Ben, everybody.
Hi, Ben.
So if you want to say hello to Ben, as Hall goes back to Paul Dummett now. Dummett then plays it straight across to Lascelles. Lascelles to Livramento. Livramento, he's got Lewis Miley in support. Here is Lewis Miley. And Miley immediately turns, looks forward. Good turn by the big man. And plays it. But he's so calm on the ball, isn't he, Lewis Miley?
Yep.
Matt Target now for Newcastle. Again, pressed by Manchester City. Goes all the way back to the hole he won. And he plays it out to Lascelles. Lascelles turns under pressure immediately from Alvarez. Sold Livramento there, but Livramento did really well. A nice little one-touch play by Newcastle, and Miley brings it away. And he's going for a run and is fouled by Alvarez, and that's a free kick to Newcastle United.
Do you know what was about that? The way we didn't panic in the back four, even with these players playing at the minute. I mean, imagine that under Steve Bruce. It'd have been a hoof it as long as you can. Get it away from the danger. They were calm under pressure there. Brilliant.
Ben's got a big smile on his face with everybody saying hello to him. Oh, that was nasty. Lewis Hall taken from behind by Calvin Phillips. That was a nasty challenge, and that's a bit of a painful one. I mean, should there be a book in there? That
happens in the second half. If that happens in the second half, that's a yellow card, 100%.
I agree.
So why is it not a yellow card now, though? That's the question.
Who is the referee, by the way? Anyone know?
I'll have a look now.
I'm not sure. Anyway, over 1,300 watching. Thank you very much again for your support, guys. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's see what we can finish on at the end of this stream tonight. But you do have to be a subscriber to comment.
It is Chris
As
Kavanagh.
the cells goes up for Chris Kavanagh. Oh, dear.
It's Manchester.
Well, that's strange enough, isn't it, Billy? Murphy does well there. Shakes off Grealish. Plays it back to Livramento. Just over the halfway line. Back to Miley. To Livramento. He then goes in turn, plays it into Paul Dummett. Dummett looks immediately to the left. Lewis Hall. It was a rocket ball, that from Dummett. And Hall tried to take it on his chest.
Yeah.
Wow. And here is Oscar Bob for Man City. And a good tackle by Big Joe. And it's a throw to Man City. 10 yards inside the Newcastle United half.
Joe started very well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he looks hungry. He looks up for it. No goal-scoring opportunities in the first 8 minutes of this game so far at St. James's Park. It's with now Nathan Ake on the left-hand side. Gvardiol turns and has to use Ortega. Isak, I'd like to see him a little quicker pressing the keeper. Put him under a bit of pressure. Bit of head tennis going on at the minute, but it's dropped down now for Sandro Tonali. Tonali flicks it to Joe Linton. Not the greatest ball in the world, that, but Big Joe does well with a header back to Dummett. Here's Matt Target. Rolls it up the line to Lewis Hall. Good. We've lost the ball, and Alvarez now. But at least we're trying to play. We're trying to play it down on the deck. We're not trying to boot it long all the time. It's, it's not a real bad start, this, actually.
No, it's good possession work. Well, when we've had the ball, we've not panicked with it. We've never kind of, that's out of play.
Grealish takes it down on his chest really well. I thought that was going miles out, but
He is miles out. He stood 15 yards off the pitch there. Exaggeration, but you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Rico Lewis has started well for them. He's very sharp into all the tackles, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Based on Lewis Hall.
We haven't mentioned it either, but this is quite a big night for Toon Army because he's got 2 kids next to him, so he needs to step up.
Absolutely.
With his age. I understand he's new, but he's got to help him.
Yep, absolutely. And this is Rico Lewis now for Man City. Down the line for Oscar Bob. He's faced with Joe Linton in front of him. Back to Rico Lewis. Who's 82?
Gomez pass.
That's Rico Lewis.
Oh, is it? So who's that guy? Who's that on the ball now? 21.
That's
Good tackle.
What a tackle, Joe Linton. And Newcastle now on the break with Isak. He's got Lewis Hall alongside him. Isak makes a run. Hall finds him brilliantly. It's Isak. He's going in. He's going inside now. Good defending by Guardiola. And he eventually clears it for Manchester City, and it will be a throw in. Fantastic work, that. Anthony Stafford, thank you for your £5 super chat.
That was great defending.
And that is why Guardiola cost £100 million for City.
Super defending.
It was a good run, though. A really good ball from Lewis Hall.
I thought Isak was past him, but Guardiola, that was brilliantly with the way he changed direction. So I thought Isak had gone past him there.
Yep. Livramento goes back to Lascelles, who in turn goes back to His Holiness, and he rolls it out to Dummett. Dummett now looking for options, gives it to Matt Target. Target inside to Tonali. Tonali's got to be really careful here. Does a nice turn, nice little flick to Lewis Hall. Tried to give it back to him, but it was slightly behind him. But at least they're trying. At least there's options there. Just playing it around. We've just seen a replay of this again. Lovely ball in by Lewis Hall. Sets Isak away. And, any lesser defender would have been bamboozled by that. But
I'm not sure if he's actually carried on heading for goal instead of turning back.
Yeah.
But Guardiola did brilliantly. I haven't said that.
Yeah. The ball is with Guardiola here. Manchester City playing some nice stuff, and they've got a bit of space on the right-hand side now. And I believe that's Lewis Miley having to come back in the left. Sorry, it's Dummett there, but the ball in is poor, and it goes for a goal kick to Newcastle. Disappointed with that City.
Can I just mention one thing? We've got somebody in the chat, Petrus, who said Hall feels wasteful a wee bit. This is exactly why I'm protective of young players, because there's people like you. Hall feels wasteful. Mate, he's played 11 minutes and he's got a key pass. What are you talking about, my friend? Please.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's I mean, come on. Wasteful? I mean, that ball to Isak wasn't wasteful, was it?
Go and get in there. You're in there.
Come on, Murph. Put the pressure on Ortega.
Oh,
he does. Oh, that was very close. But Ortega kept his calm. These Manchester City guys, honestly, it's like this. They just don't panic when there's a player within a yard of them. Tonali gives it back to Lascelles. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you're working with Edison every day, then obviously you'll pick some good pointers. Tonali loses the ball, but good play by Joe Linton. He was alert to win the ball back. Here is Matt Target out to Lewis Hall. Hall now 4 Man City players around him. Finds Paul Dummett. Back to Target, and he goes back to Nick Pope, who was immediately shut down by Alvarez. Pope then clears it out to the right, but there's the difference. Straight out of play.
Didn't have to do it either. Could have rolled it out to Livramento.
Yeah. Man City now on the halfway line with Guardiola. And across to Akanji. Akanji down the line. Who's 21? Someone please tell me.
21 is... That's Gomez.
That's Gomez, okay. That's a short ball, and Livramento trips. Grealish did really well there, to be fair to Jack Grealish, to get the ball there. He quite quick to get the ball ahead of Livramento there, but play goes on, and it's Guardiola, and he goes back to Ortega again. No opportunities on goal so far, coming up to the 14th minute of the game. Both sides feeling each other out at the moment, as Gomez does a little bit of dribbling and plays a lovely ball out to the left. What a ball that is to Jack Grealish. And again,
Livramento. The youngsters are so talented.
Yeah. The They've started the game really well, to be fair. And here is Grealish into Nathan Ake, rolls it into Calvin Phillips. Round about 30 yards out, he decides to have a thump. It hits Dummett. And, of course, the 50-50 ball drops straight to Jack Grealish. But we're used to that this season. Yeah, here's Grealish again, playing little intricate passes with Nathan Ake. Ake back to Calvin Phillips again. Rico Lewis, and he goes inside now to Gvardiol. I mean, Manchester City playing the patient build-up. Good interception by Lascelles there. And it's now with Livramento. And he does well to keep Alvarez off the ball. And Lascelles will thump it clear. I am a bit worried when that ball goes to our centre-backs. I don't know why. I guess it's just experience, to be fair.
I'm not saying anything. I don't want to jinx it.
Gvardiol on the ball. Again, Newcastle just not really pressing them, just keeping the positions. 64% possession to Man City so far in the first 15 minutes of the game. But again, Newcastle holding a good line, to be fair. Man City, they're looking for that killer ball, which certainly hasn't been on so far. Which is,
we've not really had any chances, but we've definitely had the sort of half chances. But we've got through a couple of times.
Yeah, Grealish took his eye off the ball there, and it rolls out to play. I don't know why they booed Jack Grealish, to be honest. I mean, I know it was the Almiron thing, but that was ages ago. I actually quite like Jack Grealish. He does a lot off the field, which I quite like about him, to be honest. Does a lot for the kids' charities and stuff. Livramento on the ball now with a throw-in for Newcastle United. Up to Joe Linton. He tries to flick it on. It's blocked by Calvin Phillips. Tonali gets a head in there. And it goes back to Akanji. I'd like to see a bit more from us going forward, to be honest. We seem a bit, again, it's this kind of respect thing, Billy.
We need the ball first. We haven't had the ball, to be fair.
Well,
we're going to get it now, though. Here we go.
All right, we've got it now with Tonali. That's a terrible ball. Yeah. That was an easy ball in for Murphy as well. As Kovacic now for Manchester City. Turns and gives it to Grealish. Again, a pass like that, it puts Manchester City back in possession of the ball. Grealish has got Lewis Miley in front of him and Livramento. Gives it wide to Kovacic. Kovacic, he's got Ake in support, but uses Phillips. Rico Lewis, then to Gvardiol. Again, patient build-up from Manchester City. Ake now on the left. Again, confronted by Livramento. Knocks it back to Gvardiol. Inside to Calvin Phillips. Phillips to Lewis. Lewis back to Gvardiol.
They've got Gomez ride white.
Yeah. Can't see him on the camera, but he's there. And he's on the ball now. Here's Gomez. He's got Oscar Bob in front of him. Rico Lewis made a run. Didn't give him the ball. Knocks it back to Calvin Phillips, I think that is.
Kovacic.
That's Phillips, Billy. Number 4.
Kovacic there. Kovacic.
Yes, it is. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble here. Oscar Bob. He's got Alvarez. He's put him quite wide. Saved by the feet of Nick Pope. But that could have easily been 1-0, guys. We were stretched there.
And do you know what?
Guess who it was?
Well, possession.
It was Paul Dummett. Watch Paul Dummett. Watch Paul Dummett. Where is he?
He's miles away. He's stepped up.
It's Paul Dummett. He's not in position.
I mean,
I think we've seen possession's going to be really, really bad for us today. And for us to give it away like Tonali a couple of minutes ago, in a good position, it's not good enough. Really.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Billy, because we need to be careful. We need to use possession. The times we get the ball, we've got to be careful and use it wisely. And we're not using it wisely so far at all, which is a little bit of a worry. However, it's still 0-0. That's the first save of the game. And he just got his studs on that, by the way. He was a full stretch to get his leg on that. But we are certainly, I would say, under the cosh a little bit here. Although there's only one shot came in on Nick Pope so far. Grealish. Kovacic into Phillips. Phillips across to Rico Lewis. And look at the space Gomez is in here. Again, Oscar Bob giving him support. Gomez cuts in. Back to Lewis. Calvin Phillips now to Oscar Bob. And Man City being forced back a little bit there, but great play by Akanji to make a bit of space for himself there. And now Calvin Phillips. And he spots Grealish again. all on his own on that left-hand side. Space to run into. Wow. 39 successful passes in the final third already for Manchester City, 1 for Newcastle. You can see how this game's gone, ladies and gents.
That's a cherry-picked stat if I've ever seen one.
Yep, absolutely.
Keep pressurising.
Yeah, Lewis Hall, the furthest man forward at the minute, chasing down. And Ortega, all the time in the world, rolls it out to Guardiola. Oh, nice play by Isak. And Isak gives chase to Ortega. Isak going into 100 mile an hour. That's better from Isak. Really chasing down the keeper. Kovacic, what a ball. But again, split the defenders wide open. But Nick Pope is quickly off his line. But again, so wasteful. He's kicked it all the way down to Ortega and Manchester City back in possession. Wow. Unbelievable. Anyway, Guardiola again. Brings it up to the halfway line. Rolls it to Grealish. Grealish back to Guardiola. Inside to Calvin Phillips. Grealish, he's got Kovacic just in front of him. But good work from Livramento there. Tonali pressing down Phillips. And this has gone back to Ortega again. 20 minutes gone at St. James's Park. It's still Newcastle 0, Manchester City 0. Man City certainly with the best opportunity of the game. In fact, the only opportunity of the game. Oh, where is the marking? Oh, wow. Now Joe Linton for Newcastle into Tonali. Tonali flicks it to Livramento. Livramento's got Miley in support as he has Jacob Murphy. Heavy touch from Jacob, though, and we've lost the ball again. And here's Kovacic bursting forward for Manchester City. Rolls it into Oscar Bob. Great turn by Oscar Bob. And now into Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis now will go out to Gomez. Manchester City playing some quite intricate stuff here, it has to be said.
Could be
Calvin
a long
Phillips.
night.
This could be a very long night, yeah. But you never know. Football is a strange game. It can turn on a sixpence. So that's what we have to hope for. Grealish to Calvin Phillips. Manchester City just strolling the ball around at the moment like a training session, it has to be said. Here's Oscar Bob back to Gomez. Rico Lewis now for City. Looking for a run. Sees the run. I think he saw Kovacic's run a bit late there. I saw it as soon as he made it. But luckily for us, Oscar Bob didn't see it straight away. And we got away with that one a little bit. Everton leading at Aston Villa by a 0-0. Blackburn 2, Cardiff 1. 0-0 between Bournemouth and Stoke. Brentford 0, Arsenal 1. Chelsea 0, Brighton 0. Fulham are leading 1-0 against Norwich. Lincoln 0, West Ham 0 so far. Liverpool 0, Leicester City 1. So Liverpool, those are the scores.
Villa losing home to
Everton.
Everton is strange because they've put a full-strength side at Villa.
Have they really?
They have indeed.
Oh, well, that was a very important tackle by Paul Dummett, by the way, or Grealish was clean through. We've got to be careful here because we are getting stretched a little bit. Well, that's Calvin Phillips' second foul of the game, and the referee, Mr. Kavanagh, has a word with him.
Don't worry, I won't book you. That's what he said.
Thank you for that Liam Gallagher impression there, Billy. And here's Lewis Miley out to Jacob Murphy. Miley continues his run. Murphy looking for an option here. There's not much movement. He's got 3 City players around him. Murphy did very well there to find Dummett. Dummett now can play it out to the left-hand side to Joe Linton. Joe Linton's got Matt Targett ahead of him. Lewis Hall kind of further in field, but Joe Linton decides to go back to Dummett and have a bit of possession here for Newcastle. Lascelles to Lewis Miley. Back to Lascelles. Lascelles in turn to Paul Dummett. Dummett has a look. Goes left to Joe Linton again. Oh, I tried a nutmeg there on Gomez. It almost came off. And we win the ball back. Tonali again loses the ball. He's had a terrible start to this game as Sandro Tonali. There's no doubt about it. As Kovacic swings it to the left again to Jack Grealish. Grealish now. He's got Ake making an overlap. Grealish knocks it to Ake. Again, City in no hurry. Kovacic. Calvin Phillips. Good pressing by Lewis Hall. Forcing City back again. But he is... what's his face?
Lewis.
Oh, dear. Grealish for Man City now on the left-hand side. Here's Kovacic, back to Phillips. He's got Lewis inside him. Here is Lewis, forced by another Lewis, Lewis Hall. Guardiola, he just looks so good on the ball, Guardiola.
Isaac.
And he
Good
is
tackle.
brilliant tackle, Livramento.
And he's left the leg in. And he's left the leg in there, Grealish. And the ref didn't piss all about it.
Yeah, Man City play on. I mean, hey, aware. Livramento is back to his feet now, so I think City will keep playing as they do.
The referee should give a free kick. He left his leg in there, Grealish.
Yeah, it was iffy, that. Very iffy. We'll have to see that one again. But here's Calvin Phillips again. Good tracking back by Joe Linton. Now Lewis Hall. Hall then gives it to Target. Target back to Hall. It's a terrible pass by Matt Target. And we're in trouble here. Lewis, that was surely out of play, referee. In fact, no. I mean, that's twice the ball's gone out of play and nothing's been given. Specsavers, anybody?
I mean, this has happened a lot this season. I don't remember this in any other previous season. But this year, well, there's so many, even whether it's for us or the opposition, the ball keeps going out of play and they're not calling it. It's very odd.
Yeah.
What time are you guys on? Because I had to restart Sky.
24:42.
Cool.
And he is a Kanji for Manchester City. Just, well, all of St James's Park at the moment. It's so much space. Nothing really for Newcastle United to shout about in these first 25 minutes. But it's still goalless. And while it's goalless, it is anybody's game.
I just hope Isak doesn't get frustrated, because we've seen it before when he's kind of been starved of the ball and service.
Yeah,
he does drop his head, doesn't he? And I don't want him to do that tonight, because it's important he doesn't.
Yeah. Here's Oscar Bob. Lays it into Ake. Ake, taking his time, crosses the halfway line. Calvin Phillips. Nice ball in to Oscar Bob, and he gives it to Gomez. He's got Lewis ahead of him. In fact, this is Lewis. He's got Oscar Bob ahead of him, but he goes back. Good forcing, good pressing by Lewis Hall. Really good pressing. Forcing City back. He is Phillips. That's nice pressing from Newcastle. Akanji, though, finds a nice ball inside to Kovacic. Kovacic, lovely ball inside to Ake. Now we're stretched again. Ake's got Grealish to the left. Here is Jack Grealish into the box, taking on Livramento. Grealish trying to go into his right. He'll lay it off to Kovacic, who we know can hit them.
Good block.
It's gone into the night sky, and Lascelles gets a firm head on that to clear it for Newcastle. And it only goes as far as Gvardiol. Gvardiol now inside. It was. But Manchester City completely dictating this game at the moment. And even with a very changed side, City's possession is just incredible, the way they knock the ball around. It really is. Akanji now down the line to Gomez. Gomez has got a good run from Oscar Bob, but turns the rail from him again. Lays it into Phillips. Back to Akanji. Akanji now inside. And, well, Gomez there was met by a brick wall, but he's we've won the ball back with Lewis Miley. Nice ball into Joe Linton. Now Tonali. Oh, that was a late one on Tonali. And the referee does blow for a free kick.
For one, you played advantage then.
Yellow card.
And what did you play advantage? We had the ball then.
Well, we were on the attack there. We had a good opportunity.
That's two fouls that, if they were in the second half, would have been a yellow card, 100%.
John Mack's in. Even the commentators are saying we can't park the bus for 90 minutes. Why are you listening to Sky's commentary? Mrs. Toon Review says, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 24K. Thank you, Susan. And this is Lascelles now for Newcastle. Turns and goes back to Nick Pope. Pope will kick this long, looking for the left-hand side for Joe Linton. Takes it down.
Joe. Head it.
Yeah, just bounced off. Couldn't bring it down properly, and Gomez has it again. It's these little mistakes. We're just handing the possession back to Manchester City constantly here.
Yeah, you've got to be careful with the ball against these, because you don't see it for a long time. So, you know, little tiny 3 or 4 passes and giving it away ain't good enough.
Yeah. Kovacic now for Manchester City.
Oh, he's
Oscar Bob. Lovely ball into Grealish. In fact, it's Alvarez, and he's put it out for a throw-in. I'm not sure what Alvarez was doing there, guys.
A very tight angle, wasn't it?
Well, it was a tight angle, but I mean, I think he's put that into the Milburn stand. Beautiful play by City. Great run by Alvarez. Lovely ball in from Oscar Bob.
Lascelles and Dummett holding hands there, wondering what's going on. You know, what's in the breakfast.
I think Livramento let him go, to be fair.
He put some whip on that, by the way. But again, City have the ball. They've won it back. Tonali fighting with Kovacic. Kovacic turns him and plays a lovely ball out to Gomez on the right-hand side. Gomez. Here's Oscar Bob. Back to Rico Lewis. Inside again to Kovacic. Sorry, Phillips. Akanji now. Look at Ake. Look at Ake on the left. There is literally nobody covering Nathan Ake. And, of course, Phillips finds him. But Livramento completely missed the ball there. That's out of play.
Whee.
I'm not sure what Tino was doing there, by the way, guys. I mean, it seemed like an easy interception, and he just let the ball go.
I don't think he meant to. I think he just missed it.
Well, yeah.
We're in signs. I've got to say, again, we're half an hour in, so we're a third of the way in. It's been pretty one-sided so far, let's be fair. They've got the ball back straight away, again.
We're just not utilising possession at all. At all at the minute. Very, very sloppy on the ball.
This is a way back to Rafa's days, isn't this? This kind of performance.
Yeah. I'm not sure what our game plan is here. It's just sit back and let them come onto us for the whole half so far. Half an hour gone almost, and it's still goalless. To be fair, Man City have only had one shot on target, despite having the majority of the possession.
But we've shown no kind of desire to counter-attack, have we? So, I mean,
No,
I don't understand.
absolutely
We are literally just
nothing.
soaking things up here.
Yeah. We have been, well...
Shite.
I think you've got to understand the personnel on the pitch.
Oh, absolutely,
I think
you
we're being a bit critical here. I think
It's common sense to keep hold of the ball, though, Alex. And it's not like it's young kids giving the ball away. It's Italian internationals.
They're not doing it on the purpose. They're not doing it on purpose.
Of course they're not. But at this level, you should be able to play a past 5 yards.
Yeah. Here's Kovacic cutting inside, just looking for that one little ball through. Good interception from Lewis Hall. And it's now with Calvin Phillips. Again, Newcastle, though, holding the line, just making Man City work to play the ball around us, which, to be fair, they're doing very well. That ball clipped in. Dummett's header clears it away. I'm not sure why Lewis Miley wasn't jumping for that.
Yeah.
No idea. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez into the box, but good covering, and Livramento intercepts. Good work from Livramento on the right-hand side there. Skips around Grealish and is fouled. And Grealish has a smile on his face. And, well, I think that's just Jack Grealish getting a bit of his own medicine there from Livramento.
I've been impressed with Livramento so far. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. He's got a cut on his knee. Well. Yeah. But it is kind of frustrating when we play like this because we know, we can, even in the pre-season games when we still played with a flow.
Yeah, but it's Man City. We've had 3 or 4 opportunities to string passes together, and they've made a mistake. Dummett, can you please play football? Oh my God!
It's Paul Dummett. You expect that of him, though, didn't you?
Oh my days! He went to head it. He headed it straight up by accident.
What on earth is that? That is all.
Was that Hall who just did that as well?
It was Hall, yeah. Oh, dear me.
Paul, I think you're on the wrong internet as well because your quality's dropped.
No, I think it's yours, matey. Mine's spot on.
Well, no, I'm looking at mine and Billy's picture.
Oh, I'm looking at the live feed. Yeah, I'm looking dreadful right now. Yeah, it is. Wow, I'm not on the wrong internet. It's just gone. It's just gone a bit helter skelter. Oh, can the mods get rid of that stupid spam, please? All right, thank you, Billy. Corner comes in and City. I mean, I think that's blocked at the last second there. I'm not sure what's going on with my internet, guys, but I do apologise. But you can hear me okay still.
No, I'm going to get a corner for that. Lucky bastards. Ricochets again.
I'm not sure Dummett had any idea that he actually blocked that ball. He had his back turned and, well, the rest is history. Corner to Manchester City.
Pressure's going to tell sooner or later.
It has to, doesn't it? It's a high one into the box. Why aren't you shouting, guys? And I'm not actually sure that he meant that back header there, Lascelles. It was sort of just stroked off his head. Guys, give us 2 seconds. Does Billy take over the commentary, mate? I'm just going to see if I can do something about this internet.
Okay. Tonali's got it deep, plays it back to Lascelles on the corner of our penalty area, goes across the penalty area to Dummett. Dummett will come down to Lewis Hall, who's in the left back position at the minute. Kicks inside 2, plays it all the way back to Pope. Pope, first touch, hoofs it down the pitch. Peter K style, looking for, looks like, who is that? Is it Target? Anyway, we've got it with Joe Linton on the ward left. Chance for Newcastle to break here. Gomez gets goal side of him, so he goes back to Hall. Bit of a system change here, bit of a position change. Hall's gone back to left back. I don't know where Target is now. Where is Target? Just in front of him.
Target's left midfielder currently.
Yeah.
Oh, this internet's kicking me out.
Joe Linton has it just short of centre circle. Ball through for Isaac. Nice first touch control. Got 3 men on him. Goes past 2. Going to lose that to third. No, doesn't. Plays it back to Tonali and back to Lascelles. And Newcastle can build from deep, hopefully, and keep the ball for a little while.
We needed more movement around Isak then. He's managed to keep the ball from 3 players trying to pinch it.
Yeah, no one knew him, was that? All the way back to Nick Pope.
He had to do that on his own.
Just going backwards at the minute. There's that cherry pick start again. 81 passes in the final third against our 1 still. Horrific first touch from Jacob Murphy and Man City pick it up with Kovacic. Back to Rico Lewis on the halfway line. 35 minutes on the clock. You back in, Paul?
Hopefully.
Yeah, you look much better.
All right, okay. Well, there you go. We'll see how long that one holds out for. Grealish on the left-hand side now for Manchester City. Rolls it back to Ake. Again, Manchester City patiently building here. And again, it's with Kovacic this time. Inside to Ake. Goes inside again to Phillips. Phillips to Lewis. Lewis turns. Full turn there from Lewis. Rolls it out to Ake again. Nobody on the left for Manchester City this time. 1,650 watching at the moment. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Thank you very much for your support. We really do appreciate it tonight on the live commentary. And the ball is currently out of play. And it's going to be Rico Lewis with the throw-in. I think Pep will be disappointed that they haven't scored yet, guys. They've had dominant possession for 36 minutes of this game. Now, I'm not sure what's happened there. There's a Man City player gone down. Calvin Phillips complaining. Something happened with Joe Linton. Akanji's kicking off with the referee. There's nothing wrong with Calvin Phillips. There is nothing wrong with him at all.
We'll see if he
Get up.
Here we go.
He's just fallen over.
It wasn't even Joe Linton. It was Lewis Miley that caught him, but it wasn't even Big Joe.
I feel like
Miley's
Philip
just tracking
needs
his
to send it
man.
off just for simulation there. Disgraceful.
What a ridiculous piece of play. What a fairy cake. Seriously. Grow some testes. He is Lewis Miley, and he's lost out. And now Dummett's in a foot race with Oscar Bob. Dummett does well to get a...
That is precisely why I've said he shouldn't play 6 yet, because he's not ready.
That's not great. We've lost the ball again. And
well played, though, Lascelles, and well played, Livramento.
Absolutely. Now Tonali.
Another free kick given by...
Ball down by Phillips. It's Phillips, that, Billy. That's 3 from Phillips. And we've lost the ball again. We've been so shit with the ball.
Did we not get a free kick for that?
Absolutely not.
No. Murphy's been terrible, to be fair.
Yeah,
a lot of it's breaking down with Murphy's first touch. I don't think the midfield have been too bad. It's
Tonali's been shite, Alex, to be honest. Come on. He hasn't played well.
He didn't do anything wrong there. It's Murphy.
Yeah, but he's given the ball away nearly every time he's had it tonight. We need better from Tonali. He's like Billy said, he's the main guy in there tonight.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's nice. He is Ake. And a good block from Lascelles. Corner Man City again. 71% possession for Manchester City so far in the first half. But listen, it's coming up 38 minutes. It's still goalless. Here's Alvarez for City. Back to Grealish. Into Oscar Bob. A bit of space for Oscar Bob. Grealish again. He'll be looking to cut in on his right. They know that. Rolls it back. And that's a shot from Rico Lewis deflected. And another corner to Manchester City. I mean, we have been sloppy with the ball. I mean, like Billy says, though, Alex, when you've got the ball, in the spells that you're going to get it against Manchester City, we've got to be better with it.
Yeah, but I think it happens when you play so many players that aren't used to starting, and the Man City team are made mostly of, there's a lot of first teamers in there, and the technical ceiling of their players is higher than ours. It just is at the moment. They're treble winners, and we've got Dummett and Target still in the game at the moment. Although Target's not been too bad.
That was great defending by Matt Target, by the way, just there.
I don't know why. There's a lot of people in the chat screaming at the performance and screaming at players. Like, well, what did you expect? Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, we're not playing Botman, Trippier, Cher, Bruno. Like, well, yeah.
Yeah, but Alex, I understand your point, Alex. But to be fair, these are professional footballers, and they should be able to kick a ball 5 yards to each other. There've been some careless.
I'm not disputing. No, I agree. I'm not disputing that those few mishit passes. Completely agree with you. However, but it needs to be.
That's frustrating there. Nick Pope wellies the ball straight up the field to Ortega in the other goal.
But Nick Pope does that when we're playing the first teamers or the rotation team. Like, he always does that.
Long ball ahead again, looking for Gomez this time. Lewis Hall is keeping him company. Good tackle by Lascelles. Oh, get up, you fairy. Alvarez holding his butt cheek like he's been raided. Now Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. Murphy cuts back and has to roll that back to Jamal Lascelles. Nick Pope again. And this time he tries to go out to the left-hand side for Hall. Good header by Hall, but it goes all the way to Ake and missed a Newcastle player, then missed the City player. Good tackle by Joe Linton. Now Murphy's away on the right-hand side. Jacob Murphy's in on goal. It's Jacob Murphy! And he has missed! What an opportunity!
Pushed himself too far wide, didn't he?
Yeah,
Isak is screaming at him. Should he have pulled it back? I don't know.
Target's there. Target's in acres of space.
Oh,
we've got to score it. Best chance of the game.
That is unbelievable.
That's a good save, to be fair.
It is a good save, but yeah,
time from Isak to pick him out as well. Would Miggy score that with his left foot? Maybe.
It's very similar to the chance they had where Pope got his studs to it. Very similar to that. I think Ortega's done really well, to be fair.
Absolutely. No all caps in the chat, please. All lowercase, thank you. As Joe Linton takes a short corner to Murphy. Murphy then rolls it across to Target. Target then to Tonali. Tonali swings at the back post. Oh, come on!
Throwing into his way. It was a great shot.
Lascelles and Joe Linton again, who did the same in our own penalty area 5 minutes ago.
That was a great routine as well. That was a really well worked set piece, and then it just couldn't get it back into the box.
Murphy's got to do better here. He pushes it. He doesn't drive straight in, does he? He goes, like you said, Billy, he started moving himself out wide.
Yeah, he did. He pushed himself forward, yeah.
Never mind. But the ball is with...
This just shows we're in the game.
Absolutely. Listen, if it's 0-0, we're always in the game. There's no doubt about that. But when we do get opportunities, you've just got to take them at this level against Manchester City. But it's a great tackle by Joe Linton as well. Let's be honest. Again, a hospital pass from Dummett.
Oh, dear.
And a chance for Oscar Bob. Good block by Lascelles. It's out for another corner to Manchester City. But again, Dummett is all over the shop. He is all over the shop.
Lascelles is playing really well.
He is actually, yeah. He's had a good first half.
But
look at that from Dummett. That is awful, man. Intricate play by Man City, but Lascelles alive and awake.
Yeah, he's covering two spots there.
Yeah, he's playing centre-back by himself tonight because Dummett is all over. In comes the corner. It's a big in-swing at the back post. Vardiol manages to take it down on his head, bring it down, and win another corner for the City.
We can also tell if you're a Mackham in the chat, by the way, because it's very obvious when you say silly things.
But the thing is, you've got to be a subscriber to comment, Alex. Why would they bother? Why would you do that?
Oh, they love it. Yeah, they love it.
Crazy.
Who's Sunderland playing in this round anyway?
No one. Anyway, Grealish with a corner. That's another in-swinger. Nick Pope is underneath it and gets a good fist to that. That's better, Mr. Pope.
Good pressure too.
That's nice from Lewis Miley and Manchester City.
Keep going. You'll get here now.
Denali tried. Yeah, he was.
Where's obstruction?
Yeah, and then the thing is, Rico Lewis has complained that he got one in the face, yet he completely blocked Toon Army off. What an absolute funny.
You don't see obstruction these days, do you?
Not really, no. Kovacic, lovely turn by him, but
Joe.
was met by 2 Newcastle players. And again, I mean,
That's
good work by Toon Army. That's better, Toon Army, son. And now Livramento driving down the right-hand side for Newcastle United. It's Livramento. He's got the cross in. Is it deflected?
I don't think so. It took him 3 years to get it into the control, didn't he?
Yeah, just overhit it. But listen, that's better. That was good. Much better from Toon Army, wasn't it?
Yes.
Really,
that's 5 minutes.
Really, he's been better.
Yeah, that's 5 minutes. They all have to be fair. I got his dummy.
And immediately goes all the way back the halfway line to Lascelles. Lascelles forward to
Toon Army.
Terrible touch by Toon Army again. And now Man City driving forward. They've got Gomez running at Paul Dummett, but Gomez's touch is poor, and it's back with His Holiness. He then swings it out to Lewis Hall, and Lewis Hall on his bike over the halfway line. Inside the targeted Joe Linton. Now Lewis Hall again. Hall looking for support. That's a push. That's a freaking push, man.
He even thinks so himself. He stopped playing. Fucking Noel Gallagher, play on.
Honestly, great little turn from Oscar Bob there, by the way. Kovacic now for City. Again, not much option for him. 1 minute of additional time to be played. 1 minute of additional time.
For people criticising the rotation as well, no. Trippier can't play 60 matches. Stop it. He's 33 years old. Come on.
Yeah, there's got to be a point in time when we need to rest players. We simply have to.
Abby and Cher can't play 60 matches either. Leave the poor guys alone, honestly.
Here is Gomez again. Gomez, little clip in, and it's Nick Pope's ball. Good goalkeeping again from His Holiness. And it looks like the first half is going to trundle to a goalless draw. Lascelles, good ball. Well taken by Isak, but that's the halftime whistle, guys. And the score is Newcastle United 0, Manchester City 0 at halftime. Alex, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, well, we've set up with a plan. We do have subpar personnel. I think towards the end of this first half, they've tried a little bit more to get into the game, a little bit more better pressing, physicality. We've had the better of all the chances with that Murphy attempt. We should be 1-0 ahead ideally, because I don't think their chances have been amazing. There was the Alvarez one, but I think we've had the better of the chances in all fairness, and we could be 1-0 up going into this half time, but. It is what it is. I feel like we need a little bit more energy and a little bit more calmness on the ball. I mean, we've got players like Anderson, Bruno. We may see some substitutions in the second half to try and just add a little bit more quality, especially if we're still in the match, because it's there for the taking, really.
I mean, there is people on that Newcastle bench who are fit. Almiron hasn't played a lot of minutes, so he's definitely an option. But Billy, who stood out for you for Newcastle? I know we did a lot of defending, but Livramento, Lascelles, they've done okay.
Yeah, Livramento, Lascelles, Joe Linton would be the three I'd
pick
pick
out.
Linton's
a good first half, yeah.
Yeah, we've been chasing shadows for 90% of that half, to be honest. There is a difference in quality, obviously, between their second string and ours. But I do think that some of our first string players haven't really turned up tonight, to be perfectly honest.
Guys, let me know in the comments what you thought about Tonali's performance, because obviously, he is going to be judged tonight, because like Billy said, he's in there. He's with two kids around him who, I mean, Miley's done all right, to be honest. I don't think Miley's had a poor game. Lewis Hall's been okay, but some of the passing and touches from Tonali haven't been great. But
I think, but that will come. I think he's got that. It will be fine. You can see the positioning, the tenacity, the willingness, the physicality. You can see it's all there. It's just the first touch and that first little pass.
Yeah.
We know he's got it. Of course he'll get it back. It's not a problem.
Well, I mean, we just have to wait and see what happens in the second half. But Jason says, is Tonali short of confidence? Haven't seen any of these progressive passes he was supposed to bring to the team. Jano says, Hall looked very nervous, but he's definitely growing into it. Yeah, I'd say that. That's fair.
He's gone back to left back, hasn't he? He isn't playing on the left-hand side of midfield now, or left wing, if you like. And Target's gone there. You know, they've kind of got two defenders playing in two positions where one of them's going to be out of position. But I thought Hall looked far more comfortable at left back than what he had on the left-hand side of the forward.
And Dummett's done one good thing tonight, that tackle on Grealish when Grealish was clean through. But apart from that, I mean, he has been all over the shop, Alex.
Who? Sorry, I was reading
Dummett.
comments. Dummett. Well, yeah, I probably could have guessed that one, couldn't I?
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't want to be too harsh. You know, it was his birthday, but I mean, it's Man City as well. But he does look.
Alex, to be fair,
he looks
Alex,
like the worst player on the pitch at the moment.
Yeah,
he does.
But to be fair, let's be realistic here. Manchester City have a lot of what we would class as first teamers in that starting 11. You know, let's look at. They've got Ake, they've got Guardiola, who they paid a fortune for. They've got Akanji there. They've got Grealish. They've got Kovacic, Calvin Phillips, big money players, Alvarez, and we're 0-0. We're 0-0 at half time. So
mate, this was my point. No, that was my point. That was literally.
I'm stealing your point, Alex.
We're talking about Paul Dummett here, and Paul Dummett has been atrocious.
Yes.
But we expected nothing less. I thought he was going to struggle against this caliber of team. I don't blame him for it. I think Paul Dummett is a good footballer at the appropriate level. We're playing elite teams. He's not at that level. It's not his fault. He's not a bad footballer. He's a good footballer. He's probably great for, you use him as a rotation player from the bottom 5 teams in the Premier League. He's probably extremely competent in a championship side, experienced, left-footed. He's a good player. But we're not at that level right now. We are trying to play so much higher. And kudos to players like themselves who are, doing okay when needed. And they understand that. But obviously Dummett's just... I like Paul Dummett, but he's I'm sure he's aware of that. And I think he's very lucky to be getting any minutes tonight. I think if Alex Murphy was available, I'd see Alex Murphy in. I think it would have been a more appropriate pick. I think he's got a better technical level already as a child. But it is what it is.
As a child. Tony Honor, welcome to Members Club, my friend. Thank you very much for your support with the Toon Review, and welcome to Members Club. Higgins Smash says he is with top lads around him. He works with Pearson class footballers. Not sure who he's talking about there. I think he's talking about Tonali. Nathan says, I like Gordon and Miggy on second half. Would like to see Bruno come on and have Tonali, J7 and Bruno for some game time. Is Gordon on the bench?
I think so, yeah.
Let's just have another look, see what our bench does have tonight. Trippier, Shea, Gordon, yeah, he's there. Matt Ritchie. So there is potential game changes on that bench, Billy, to be fair.
There is, but you look at their bench and they have even more. So you don't want to antagonize them too much.
Yeah. But I think Pep will be disappointed in Man City haven't scored, because I don't think he really wants to use the likes of Haaland in that tonight.
No, he doesn't. No, I don't think he even really wants to win the tie, if truth be told. As I say, it's a forlorn hope for them trying to win this competition this year because of the World Club Championship.
Yeah.
That said, they want to win every game they play. Mm-hmm. But he will be disappointed with that amount of possession and possession in good areas of the pitch too, to kind of not create that many chances. It's very Man City-like, really, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely. Tonali is like Gordon at the end of the last season. The intent is there, but he's putting himself under a lot of pressure to perform.
He's doing the stuff that we wouldn't expect him to do. He, from a culture midfielder, he's doing the hard work, but the easy stuff, the passing, the control, to me, that isn't there. Yeah, it's worrying. It's not good from a player that we've spent a lot of money on, to be honest. Yeah.
I'm not sold on Tonali after he says he will always be AC Milan. He can't give 100% and die for the badge. Scan says Miley has kept the ball better than Tonali. Hopefully minutes will help his confidence. Shade says, Paul, how old is your son? Is he watching the game too? Yeah, he's sitting behind me. He's 11 and he wants to be a YouTuber. So learning from the best, Billy.
Indeed.
Watching our channel. Michael says, I must be watching a different game as can't see any positives at all apart from the fact that it's still 0-0.
There ain't many. I think you're right.
There isn't a lot of positives, but that is a main positive, the fact that it is goalless.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Let's have a look. Phil the Toon fan says, with Tonali form is temporary, class is permanent. Some players need time to adjust to the league, so it will come in time. Do you remember when Robert Perez came, Billy, to Man United, to Arsenal?
Yeah.
And he had his first season was dreadful, and everybody was calling him a flop. And then the rest is history, of course, because Perez turned out to be one of the best that's ever played in the Premier League.
I agree. Yeah, it does take time to settle in. Some do it straight away. There haven't been that many Italians that have really cracked the Premier League, though. Certainly not midfielders. But he's got the quality and class to do it. It's just, if he's going to perform at this level with the passing and the control, does he get the minutes in the first team as regular as what he would want? I'm not so sure. I've got to be honest.
Barbara says Tonali is almost invisible. And Magpie says Paolo Dometti has been class, Tonali been rubbish. Jan Core says I'd swap Target for Richie on that left-hand side, to be honest. At least he'll swing a crossing. That Man City backline is still solid. Yeah, there's some very, very good defenders, Alex, in that Man City backline.
Well, yeah. Akanji, Ake, Gvardiol, just those three are outrageous. Gvardiol, obviously the big signing. The gulf in quality there is enormous. People have got to understand this is their rotated side, and that back five, including the keeper. I mean, look at some of the passes that Ortega's played. Oh my word! There's the rotation options. Well, but obviously Gvardiol's not, and some of them aren't. But I feel like somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier, and I do apologize for not giving you credit because it was a great quote, and I'm going to take it because it was awesome. But feel free to have a go. Man City don't have a B team; they just have more first team players. 100%. They don't have rotation players.
They just have two A teams, to be honest, don't they?
They've just got an extended team that is all generally a similar-ish quality. And they've even let them go. Like Cole Palmer buggered off to Chelsea, and he was at that level. Like they're just so good. Whereas for us, we are at that stage where we have a first team and we have a second team, and there is a huge disparity in the quality. It will come. It's going to take us 3 to 5 years to bridge that gap in terms of squad quality, not just first 11 quality, squad quality. And it's showing in this competition. But I don't think we're doing too badly. We're 0-0. We've been relatively solid. I don't think they've had any clear-cut chances. They've not been peppering the goal. Nick Pope's not had loads of saves. We've had a couple of chances. It's not all terrible. I don't think it's been great. I agree. Passing's been a bit array. It's not been brilliant. But, if I feel like it needs to be said, And
the point is, if they win this game and get through the next round, none of these 11 won't be in the quarterfinals because they'll all be in Saudi Arabia with this World Club Championship. So you're going to see Oscar Bob and maybe Gomez and maybe
people
not.
Saying Palmer's at Chelsea. I just said Palmer went to Chelsea. Bro, do you not listen?
People are asking in the chat where he is.
Yeah, Cole Palmer's gone to Chelsea. Shane over there in Australia, good morning to you. Also getting sick of Pope leathering it out for a throw-in whenever he receives the ball. He needs to have confidence in himself and play the ball out.
He may have the confidence in himself. It may be the people in front of him he doesn't have the confidence in. I mean, would you be confident rolling out?
I think he's on about when he pings it wide to sort of the halfway line.
Yeah.
It never reaches the wide player. It goes out for a throw. I can't disagree with Shane there. That's kind of
I agree with that. But I mean, also, it's all right playing it short to Botman and Cher because they're good ball players, but doing it to Lascelles and Dummett, it's different.
Yeah, actually, you were right there. Loads of people have criticised Pope's long kicks. Exactly that, because he doesn't want to play it short to Dummett and Lascelles. I don't blame him.
Daniel, it's my birthday today. Come on, Mags, let's get the win. Happy birthday, Daniel. Hope you've had a good day. Why play backups to sit back for 45 minutes? I'd rather lose 5-0, at least passing forward. What a boring watch.
We're trying to keep ourselves in the game, isn't it? We're trying to keep ourselves in the game. It's simple as that. And
yeah, but it's easier said than done sometimes when you're against Man City, the way they pass the ball around.
Come 70 minutes, we may have a go. Who knows? This might be a rougher masterclass coming here.
Well, Eddie's been known for that before, to be honest. Stiff Gator says, Dummett not at this level, but we love him anyway. He's been a good servant to the club. Dummett is no longer good enough at this level.
It is worth pointing out, this is one of the first conversations I ever had with Paul was about Paul Dummett. Specifically, Willock's goal-scoring run and Willock's, he made, this was when he was very sort of injury ravaged for about 2 years on the trot. He made 15 appearances in a row towards the back end of the season that Willock went on that goal-scoring run, and he was an important part of us staying up. He just didn't get the spotlight for it. It was Willock, obviously, for the goals, which is fair enough. But Dummett was very important in us being at this point right now. So he was an important part of the story, but yeah, the level has kind of passed him by.
It has. We're just looking at Bruno doing quite a vigorous. He's not with the rest of the substitutes. He's doing a kind of separate session with somebody else. Who is it?
Gordon.
And Gordon as well. Shade Gaiman says, you are the people who put 100% effort into these streams. Love watching. Thank you very much. Really kind. Fez says, Paul's doing the Dan Burns shuffle up the pitch, but is somehow slower than Dan and also isn't staying on the guy he's supposed to be marking. I thought you were talking about me for a second, Fez. Obviously, that's it. Yeah. Larry says, I'm just happy Newcastle are involved amongst the best teams in the world, to be honest. It's a dreadful game to watch, though. To be honest,
you've got to remember this is the second time we're playing Man City, and we're still in September. We've been a bit unlucky with the amount of quality teams we've had to play already.
By the way, Chelsea are winning a game of football, guys.
And who's that scored? Jackson. It is, isn't it? Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah, it's Jackson.
So they
why haven't they got a shirt sponsored? By the way,
I think they got one announced today. Can't remember who it was, though. It was all over Twitter.
Liverpool have equalised against Leicester City.
Villa were 2 down now to Everton.
Indeed. Blackburn 4, Cardiff 2. What a game that is. Arsenal win at Brentford still. But, I mean, listen, Chelsea are playing a strong side tonight simply because they've got to get a win from somewhere to get some confidence. It's just unbelievable. Guys, we've got nearly 1,900 people watching, which is incredible. Thank you so much for your support again tonight. Please do hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you like what you see. Lots of Newcastle United content on here as well as football in general. And, of course, don't forget to hit the notification bell, which will let you know when we schedule live shows in or we upload any videos. And also hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the commentary, guys, because the thumbs up are very important to the channel. We need them. It keeps us in the search results, etc. Bruno and Gordon are coming on, by the way. And finally, before we kick off for the second half, pinned at the top of the description is the link to the Football Content Awards 2023. The Toon Review has made the finals again this year at Anfield in November. We need all the votes we can get because we're against some monster challenge channels. So please keep on voting for the Toon Review. Thank you so much. And yes, it is Bruno coming on, and Anthony Gordon coming on as well.
People saying he doesn't make ambitious substitutions and decisions. This is one. You've got to give him credit for this change.
I don't actually know who's come off yet.
No.
If it's Dummett, it's really ambitious.
Yeah, it's massively ambitious. Still not sure who's come on for who.
It'll be Target or Hall, I imagine, for Gordon. It might be Murphy, I guess. It would be Murphy, surely bring one on for him.
Well, he's obviously not happy with what he's seen in the first half, anyhow, and he's decided, right, we need to try and win this football match here. Manchester City are just coming back onto the pitch now.
Miley and Hall, it sounds like.
It's Hall and Miley, yeah. I'm quite a bit disappointed for Lewis Miley because I don't think he did anything wrong.
I'm blocking these spammers again.
Yeah, I've done it, yeah.
Didn't have you?
Yeah. I don't know why they bothered.
Yeah, I don't think Lewis Miley's done an awful lot wrong, but he's had 45 minutes. He hasn't been out of place, and he maybe want to see Bruno, Tonali, and Joe Linton together. That's kind of my read into that.
Well, Anthony Gordon will certainly give us a route out of defence. That's a certainty. Guys, if you're watching, you might be slightly ahead of us, so please do keep paused until we say we're underway for the second half, and you'll be in sync with the three of us. We are ready to kick off on here, so we're almost ready to go with Isak, and we're underway. Second half, Newcastle Man City 0-0. Jabba Dabba Doo, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. We may go to penalties if we don't. Sneaky 1-0 win with Gordon to score. Well, time will tell. And immediately a ball over the top for Jacob Murphy to chase, and he's got the pace on Nathan Ake. Almost had the pace of the ball as well, but he's done well. Ake is tight on him. And it's a throw to Newcastle United. That's better. That's positive.
I think he should have got a corner out of that, if I'm honest. But he's doing well to get a throw in.
Livramento's moved further up the pitch away from the byline, if you notice there, guys, to get a better angle for the throw in.
Yeah. I must be honest, I would have took Target off instead of Hall, if I'm perfectly honest. I think Hall did okay at left back.
Yeah. But let's just see how it goes. I'm disappointed to see Lewis Hall go off, to be honest. But he took a knock in that first half, didn't he? So it could be an injury. Gordon tries to play it inside. Guardiola's there. But immediately Newcastle United are right in the faces. Here's Bruno for Newcastle. Plays it into Isak. Isak's touch wasn't great. He's knocked off the ball. But then he wins it back brilliantly. Alexander Isak. Oh, he tried to nick it into Tonali, but Murphy was clean in. Not great from Isak, that, as Kovacic brings it away for City. Now Jack Grealish, but a very positive start to the second half from the Toon. Here's Grealish, cutting in under his right foot, then goes left, then goes right. All the way back to Phillips now. Calvin Phillips tries a very ambitious shot from 45 yards. And you ain't going to beat the ball from there. Absolutely.
Well, they could have strangled us with and just kept possession for 5 minutes, and they decided to have a silly pot shot, which is great for us. That's awesome.
Calvin Phillips, by the way, in about 10 years, he's trying to score from 40 yards against an England goalkeeper.
That was excellent pressing by Newcastle this time. Excellent.
Yes, it was.
As Nick Pope will take the goal kick. And he's looking for Big Joe. But Akanji wins the ball. And Oscar Bob now to Gomez. Back to Oscar Bob. Target shows him inside. He gets inside to Phillips. Inside now to Alvarez. Touches too heavy. Great play from Bruno. That's much better from Newcastle. Brilliant. Lovely play. Brilliant. And now it sets Tonali away. Tonali bursting over the halfway line. Murphy's got pace to burn on the right-hand side. He's got Livramento approaching up on the overlap. Give it to Livramento. It's into Livramento. He pulls it back to Tonali. And it was cleared away very well. I'm not sure where the ball's gone out. We're looking at Tonali at the minute. It's still in play with Jacob Murphy. Murphy then goes to take on Grealish. Looks for help. Gets it from Bruno. Suddenly, Newcastle have a very strong midfield.
Good.
Yeah. Here's Matt Target. He's got Gordon in support. Here is Anthony Gordon. The Scouse Greyhound. Lovely touch from Joe Linton inside to Bruno. Bruno across to Lascelles now. Lascelles inside to Jacob Murphy. Flicks it on to Tonali. Tonali flicks it back. Then flicks it on towards Isak. He's going against Akanji now. Akanji does very well, but Isak wins the ball back. He's looking at the referee saying he fouled his referee, but he didn't, you numbnuts. And now, again, Isak's final ball is poor and lets Akanji off. But then Lascelles comes in with a good tackle. Newcastle seriously up for this in the second half. Bruno now whips one in towards Joe Linton. It's over his head now for a goal kick. But suddenly Newcastle United stepping up a few gears at the start of the second half, Alex.
Great football. Everybody involved. Flicks, tricks, passes, running into space, physicality, keeping it in. Amazing. A little bit of extra quality in from Bruno as well. Joe Linton stepped it up. He looks hungry for it. Murphy steps it up a gear as well. So is Isak. They look great. Let's keep it going.
And look at this press now.
And
with the front
Tonali.
three.
And even Tonali.
Yeah.
Now that's things up again. 7-2 now in the second half.
Yeah. As Man City now have it with Oscar Bob. He turns, comes inside. He's got Joe Linton in front of him, skips around Joe Linton, plays it out to the left. Now to, I believe this is Alvarez on the ball now. Grealish through the middle. Alvarez has got an overlap coming from Phillips. He plays it inside to Oscar Bob, who tries to flick it back. Good defending by Tonali. That's strong play by Tonali. And Joe Linton then gets it to Bruno and sets Newcastle on the way again. Ball inside Anthony Gordon. Just takes a bit of a heavy touch, though. Akanji wins it back for Man City. Look at Gordon. I mean, look at that. What a tackle, son. That is fabulous stuff from Anthony Gordon. Literally pelted the whole pitch to get that tackle in. Get in, son. Brilliant stuff. That's better, Newcastle. Much better.
Press Isak. Press him.
And Ortega plays the ball out, looking for Grealish. Finds him. But then Livramento bumps into Grealish, and Grealish goes down, as he normally does. But a very, 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 very quick start to the second half from Newcastle. As Akanji now goes long, looking for the run of Gomez, who's the furthest player forward there for City, but it's Nick Pope's all day long.
Good shepherding the target, that. Good shepherding. Kept up with him pace-wise. It was really impressive, that.
Absolutely. Newcastle have come out with a bit of grit for this second half. I think they've got a bit of a bollocking in that dressing room at half-time.
Come on, Murphy.
Murphy can't take the ball there. And now it's Guardiola, who suddenly thinks, shit, I've got some defending to do. Phillips now right on the centre spot. Joe Linton in on him quick, wins it back. And now Alexander Isak again, looking for Murphy. But Murphy's cut right inside. Isak to Tonali. Tonali. I see what he's trying to do. Play it back to Isak. And Ake lets it run out of play. A good little battle going on there. And they appreciate the fight between themselves. A little bit of a handshake there. And a goal kick to Manchester City. Alex?
We keep pushing like this and we'll score. We're getting the breaks. We're getting the runs. We're getting the passes. It's not quite working. But if City don't switch on, we're doing really well at the moment. They've got to stop this or we will score.
Well, the ball's with Guardiola. He just lumps it forward now. Totally different to what it was in the first half. I don't think he lumped it forward once. Bruno now has it for Newcastle United. Composed, he just plays it back to Paul Dummett. Dummett to Target. Inside again to Bruno. Bruno outside now to Joe Linton. Good movement from Newcastle. Joe Linton just looks for somebody to make a move. He plays it back to Target and turn to Bruno. Bruno inside now to Tonali. Tonali back to Dummett. Dummett across to Lascelles. Suddenly Newcastle have upped the pace with the passing as well. Here's Paul Dummett back to Lascelles. Lascelles looks for help. Gets it from Murphy. Good turn by Murphy as well. Lovely ball. Murphy plays it into Joe Linton. Joe Linton bursts in. Joe Linton is still going. Cuts it back. Sully Isak. It's a goal. Alexander Isak has scored. And play that music, baby. Gimme. A Swede. It's a goal. Get in, my son! Alex!
Absolutely outrageous. The determination from Joe Linton there to just keep going. Isak stays there. Gordon's got it covered. They're all there ready, mopped up, easy goal, 1-0. I called it 5 minutes ago. If City don't clean it up, there is a goal coming. There it is. Well done, lads.
Can I just say as well, Billy, how calm was Isak there just to control the ball and just then put it in with his left?
That's
just
the best goal we've seen this season.
All.
That is the best goal I've seen this season. The teamwork, they managed to keep hold of the possession all the way across the back, through to Bruno, little ball into Joe Linton. Brilliant for Joe Linton to go past 3 or 4 players, rolled it across the goal. He's at calm as you like again, like he was on Sunday. It's a fantastic goal, team goal. Fantastic goal. It really is.
And can I just say, Dan's right. What a pass by Lascelles to set that move up, by the way.
The ball from
Brilliant pass to
Murphy.
And Murphy's turn was brilliant. Yeah, absolutely superb. Newcastle 1-0 up. It's been a different story this second half. Look at the pressing from Dummett. He's up front. Where's he going? And then a great tackle on Lewis or whatever his crazy hairstyle is. But it's 1-0 to the Toon. And I'd be happy to get another one here, guys. I have to say, 1-0. I haven't changed the scoreboard yet either. There we go. 1-0 to Newcastle.
They still look very shocked, Man City. They're shell-shocked. We're pressing high. We're energetic. It's time for another one. Let's kill this off now. They don't want it.
Good start. Livramento gives a foul away. Again, it's on Jack Grealish. But I don't mind that. Getting stuck into him. Just get stuck in. I feel another 8-0 coming on, guys.
Let's just hope they haven't scored too early. Because, I mean, they can make changes. They've got a lot of quality on the bench.
Yeah, but we've got quality on the pitch as well, though, Billy. Let's not forget that.
We have indeed, but I just don't fancy Haaland going against Lascelles. Well, not so much Lascelles, but Dummett.
Hey, Lascelles did all right last time he played against Haaland, remember?
He did indeed. Go on, keep
Look at the pressing, man. Look at Isak. He's almost celebrating another goal with the crowd there. That's brilliant. Who says this Carabao Cup doesn't mean anything to the players? Look at this. I mean, they just thrive on the crowd, don't they? They do thrive on the crowd at Newcastle.
That midfield three is really working at the minute. Tonali, Joelinton and Bruno, it's really working.
It is at the minute.
What has Eddie Howe done at half time? Has he got...
Wow. And here with Isak again. Isak! Oh, it's a corner, and I think could he have done better? He's disappointed. But my God, it could have been another one.
That's great from Tonali.
Brilliant from Tonali. And, Guardiola just stuck a foot out in time, or that was 2-0. What a first 10 minutes of this second half, guys. I mean, what a first 10 minutes.
We're going to see a Tonali.
They don't want this game. They don't want it.
Shave my arse with a rusty razor. It is incredible. Tonali taking the corner, flicked it to the near post, headed away. Newcastle continue the pressure. It's come back to Murphy on the halfway line, or just over. Michael Marsden, thank you for your £10 super chat, buddy, and hope you're well, matey. Ian A, member for 14 months, says we did the rope-a-doper in the first half. What the hell is the rope-a-doper?
That's what Muhammad Ali did against George Foreman back in 73.
Oh, well, okay. I wasn't even born, but I'll take your word for it.
It's a famous fight. Well-famous fight.
Dummett is on the ball, looking calm. Looks it. Nice ball down the line to Joelinton. The bounce was very difficult to control. And there is Mr. Haaland warming up for Manchester City. I mean, to be honest, there's no way Pep will have wanted to use Haaland tonight. No way. But I don't think even Pep would have expected Newcastle to play like this in the second half, given how the first half went. My God. The pressing is incredible. So tight on them. And Man City are crying like babies here, guys. Here's Isak again. Lovely ball out to Murphy. Murphy's got men moving forward. Murphy plays it into Tonali. Tonali to Livramento. Livramento to Murphy. Oh, played in first time, Murph. Back to Livramento. He will in turn go back again to Bruno. Bruno, little bit of... What a ball down the line to Murphy. He'll keep that in. Clips it across. It's hanging in the air. It's missed by Joelinton. And will Target keep it in? Negative. It's a throw to Manchester City. Mary, thanks for your £5 super chat. Is there another 8-goal thriller? Well, who knows? But Eddie's applauding his team there. The crowd have suddenly just...
Eddie Howe's clapping.
Incredible. The lads have had a rocket up their arse by the looks of things. And that rocket is absolutely, flying high at the minute. But we know it's...
I don't know what he said to him at half-time. Is he threatened ripping up contracts? I don't know what he's done, but they've come out second half. Oh, my God.
He clearly wasn't happy, which is why he's made the substitutions. But holy cow. We are an absolute different animal in this second half. There is no doubt about it, but there is plenty of time left. This is Manchester City, let's not forget. Going a goal down, they'll not be too bothered at the minute because they know they can score whenever, especially with who they've got on the bench. But we play like this for the rest of the half. When we play like this, we are untouchable. And look at that. We're forcing them into mistakes now.
We'll see how much Pep wants this if he does make this changes, because there's no value in him playing the next round of the Cup. As I keep saying, the quarterfinals is a dead rubber for him because they haven't got a side to play in it. So is there any point in them going to another round? Is he going to be that bothered? Will he risk getting Haaland injured?
Billy, are you just trying to talk yourself out of Haaland not coming on, mate?
Well, I hope so.
Good work between Gordon and Joelinton there. Good work again by Bruno. That's the old Bruno there, just so strong on the ball.
Go on.
He's nearly got the end of that. By the way, Fez made a good point. We're a team that's make or break by the effort. We're awful if everyone isn't going at it 100%. I mean, when we play this high intensity, this is where Newcastle are at the best.
No spoilers in the chat, please. Come on.
Yeah, stop putting spoilers in. Don't be silly. Anyway, here comes Akanji for Manchester City, bringing the ball out. Newcastle just sitting off them a little bit there, but here comes Grealish down the left-hand side, going against Livramento. He's had no joy against him so far, and he cuts inside. Ake had made a good run there, but Grealish didn't manage to find him. He is Calvin Phillips to Kovacic, and that is unbelievable from Kovacic, straight to Bruno. Bruno then goes to Isak. Isak has got Target in support. Target will use Gordon down the line. Gordon inside to Bruno.
Lucky.
That was almost brilliant football. But look at Bruno going back to win the ball. It's come back to Kovacic. Kovacic in the centre circle. Rolls it into Alvarez. Alvarez out wide now to Oscar Bob. Who's got a Gomez overlapping, but he goes back to Lewis instead. And now Calvin Phillips to Nathan Ake. Newcastle just saying, right, let's just keep our line, keep our discipline. And as soon as I say that, Joe Linton lashes into Lewis and brings him down. Newcastle have a player down here, which is Bruno. I think he's took one on the back of the calf.
Oh, dear. Doesn't look happy.
Oh. I mean, that's an interesting foul by Joe Linton. Nowhere near getting the ball there, Big Joe, but I just think he says, right, well, I think we can do with the rest here. Anyway,
Isak's down as well. Christ almighty.
Well, Isak might be just
taking full second halves worth of energy in the first 20 minutes.
Well, I think Bruno took a kick, but Isak's knackered, I think, and we haven't got any strikes on the bench either, but there's changes being made now. It looks like Almon's coming on.
Miggy's coming on.
Bruno's limping off.
Bruno, he doesn't look good either.
No, I think Isak's going off. Miggy's coming on. Gordon will go up front. I think Bruno's going off. Bruno's going to be all right. He's got to come off anyway, Bill. He's injured with the physio coming on.
He ain't walking great. Maybe not. Maybe you're right. Hopefully you're right.
I think it's Isak.
Oh, he wanted more than an hour from Isak tonight, especially in the form he's in at the moment. This second half. Christ.
Yeah. But this is where our lack of strikers is coming to bite us in the arse, guys. Isak's off, and it is Miggy who's going to come on. I assume Anthony Gordon will then go up front.
Isak's walked off okay. Is he just knackered? He
could be interesting.
I don't know. Eddie Howe's consoling him. He isn't limping, no.
This will be interesting, won't it? And he's not going straight down the tunnel, is he? He's sitting on the bench, so I don't think he's injured.
Could be tactical, could be to save him.
We'll play without striker at the minute, but look at it.
Well, listen, we'll just have to see how it works out. But at the minute, Manchester City coming forward and Lascelles puts his foot through the ball. I think he's been great tonight, Lascelles, by the way. Hasn't put a foot wrong so far.
Bruno's okay, you're right.
Bruno, get back on the pitch, please, referee. Can you remember that you have a job to do?
Why is he not allowing Bruno back on?
He's still not letting him back on. There we go. That took far too long. Poor
I know, a minute and a half there to get a bloke back on. Ridiculous.
What an idiot.
All right, we'll keep you off for 2 minutes. We'll try and get an equaliser.
And that's why we didn't have a striker in that phase of play, because we were missing Bruno. Now Gordon's gone up top.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this isn't where, not having a third striker comes back to bite us in the arse. As much as, that's a late foul, that's a free kick, and we may well get the first booking of the match here. Gomez has gone down crying. Siderita, thank you very much for your €10 super chat. This is a great game so far. We've been pressing very well from the 45th minute. Let's go, lads. We can do this.
Joe Linton's absolutely battered him there.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Guardiola and Eddie are having a bit of a conversation.
Pep ain't happy.
Well,
I bet Pep's saying it's a friendly. Stop.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Joe Linton keeps going in ridiculously hard on Oscar Bob. That's 3 times now. I think he's done it on purpose, potentially.
Yeah. This is a dangerous free kick for Manchester City. Gomez and I think is it Phillips over it? No.
It's Alvarez.
Gomez now Alvarez, yep. It's going to be Alvarez to take.
Wait.
And it comes to it's a good ball in. Anthony Gordon doesn't save the corner, says the referee or linesman, and it's going to be a corner to Manchester City. Apparently, Isak was taken off as a precaution. I'm not sure what precaution it was, but here we go again with Murphy. That's a terrible touch. Sorry, it's Bruno, but
go on, well played. That's a foul.
No, it was Miggy. That's a foul, referee.
Yay!
Yellow card, says the referee. I think that's for dissent.
He told the ref to fuck off after that, and he didn't give him a second one.
Yeah, there's a yellow under Man City.
Tackled his own player and then complains about it.
I mean, Akanji took out his own player, and then he took Bruno out, and then he starts screaming at the referee. And dissent will get you a yellow card very quickly.
He's told him to F off after the booking. Send him for a bath, honestly.
I just said that.
You can't be doing that.
How can you tell a referee to F off after the booking and not get another yellow card?
Miggy on the left-hand side, eh?
That's nasty again. And Newcastle, it's Phillips again, who made 3 tackles in the first half without getting booked. Murphy's, that is a terrible tackle, and it is going to be another yellow card, says the referee. I mean, he's got away with a few in the first half, lads.
Yeah, I think that's an accumulation rather than just that foul, but it wasn't a good tackle, was it?
I mean, the players around weren't very happy. We've just seen it again now. Good, strong play by Murphy. That's nasty, that. Studs up on the ankle. That is a terrible tackle.
That's the Bruno one from the Southampton game, isn't it? Exactly the same. Exactly the same as the Bruno one.
That could do with checking again. The fact he's hit the ball has helped him. But if he doesn't hit the ball
Jesus Christ.
Great header.
Lascelles wins the header. Man City clear it away. It comes out as far as Almiron. Almiron, good run by Tonali. Tonali plays it first time in. And Guardiola plays it behind, but it came off his heel. Could have easily gone in the back of the net. And Newcastle United have a corner. I think it's going to be Murphy to take it.
Samdro's been terrific second half, by the way. For all the poor he was in the first.
They've all been terrific second half. I mean, clearly, words have been said in that dressing room at half time. There's no doubt about it.
And the influence Bruno brings as well. I think that's a big point in it all.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Can we make something of this corner?
Paul Dummy header. Come on, let's see it.
So, Sophia, thanks for your £10 super sticker. Very kind. Yeah. Oh, nice back heel by Target. Murphy clips it in. There's nobody there. It goes all the way through. Tonali's desperately trying to keep it in, but he can't. It was a poor ball in, to be fair.
Good. We've had so many bridesmaid set pieces today that have been almost perfect.
Here we go. Changes. Doku's one of them.
For Manchester City.
Sake.
Yeah.
Doku against buildup.
Yeah. Ake's coming off.
Against Target. He'll go against Target, won't he, I think? That's just as bad, I guess.
I wouldn't be. If I was Doku, I'd be running straight at buildup.
I guess so. Kovacic is the other player going off. So it is Nunes and Doku coming on. Ake and Kovacic, the other change, the 2 players that have gone off. Doku is quite the player, by the way. Those of you that don't know.
They're going 3 at the back, and they're going for it, to be fair.
Yeah, they are. But that might give us an opportunity. Certainly going the other way, breaking as quick as we are so far in this second half. Coming up to, we're almost 70 minutes in. It's 1-0 to Newcastle. Isak the scorer after a brilliant move from Newcastle, started by Jamal Lascelles. Praise where it's due. He's been very good tonight. But let's keep it going.
The Kovacic has gone off, presumably because Joe Linton and Bruno have had the better of him for a lot of the second half.
Yeah. Here is Joe Linton. Lovely ball into Tonali. Lovely ball into Gordon. Good tackle. Last-ditch tackle by Akanji. Oh, that was a goal.
Tackle, lad.
Yes. Kavanagh sod off, man.
Fucking man, twat.
Akanji has been given the captain's armband, incidentally, and Newcastle have their first booking
yellow card for his first foul.
I'm sorry, you're having a yellow card. Fuck off.
Jesus. Here is Grealish. The ball down the line, looking for the run of Nunes, who's just come on. Nunes has kicked the ball straight out to play. Goal kick to Newcastle. Great pressing again by Tonali, by the way.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He was second best there. He was second best there, and he just did a little bit of cheekiness, a little shove, and terrific.
Yep. Bruno's got to be careful now. He's the one that's got yellow carded, by the way. So, but fantastic work by Tonali there. It's literally a completely different team that's come out for this second half.
Going short. Don't think about going short. Just don't stand there. Get up the pitch a bit. Or they're just worried about not getting back again.
Long ball again, looking for Big Joe. Tussling along with Calvin Fitz. Joe Linton brings it down brilliantly. And Newcastle are just all over them at the minute, winning the ball back. Lascelles goes long to the right-hand side. It would have been a tremendous ball that for Almiron. Just on the edge of the box, though, so the keeper could gather it. I mean, I've always been saying that Lascelles can't pass the ball. He's proven me wrong tonight. Bad. Yeah, proved me very wrong tonight.
And Joe Linton's first touch from that goal kick, by the way. Oh, my God, that was outrageous.
Later scores, Villa 1, Everton 2, Blackburn 5, Cardiff 2 now. Bournemouth still lead Stoke 2-0. Brentford are still a goal behind at Arsenal as Nunes brings the ball forward. Chelsea 1-0 against Brighton, Fulham 2-1 against Norwich, Lincoln 0, West Ham 1, and Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. Those are the other scores in the Carabao Cup. But again, we force Man City back to the halfway line, and the ball is with Akanji now. Good pressing again from Newcastle. Gvardiol rolls it in. Nice ball into Alvarez.
Oh, come on, referee.
Yeah, there's another foul. The referee allows play to go on. Newcastle have 2 men down here, but finally he does give a free kick. Livramento and Bruno picking themselves up off the ground. I've been very impressed with that kid tonight. No. We don't want to see Phil Foden. You stay warm there, Phil. And you, Haaland, you just, play with your hair bun.
It's a cold night up there today.
It's freezing. You stay warm on that bench.
Oh, dear.
Bruno went over on his ankle there, by the way.
He did, yeah.
But he's back on his feet and on the ball. Oh, what a flick to Tonali. And then Tonali over the top for Livramento. But a good pace from Gomez, but brilliant football from Newcastle, from Bruno and Tonali there.
Yeah, if Livramento had the confidence that the ball was going to get there, he'd have got that.
Yeah, he would have.
Slightly hesitant, wasn't he?
I don't know where Miggy was, however. He wasn't even in the picture. But who, overlapping fullback. I'm not used to it. Here is Lascelles. Taking his time, goes back to Dummett. Please get rid of it. Dummett then goes to Matt Targett. Targett's got a bit of time on the ball, actually. Rolls it into Bruno. Bruno then goes to Joe Linton, and it's not a great ball. And Man City get a throw in on the halfway line. 18 minutes of normal time to go, guys. Newcastle United 1, Manchester City 0, after a completely different second half to what we've seen. And Bruno's got to be careful here.
There'll be about 50 minutes of injury time, don't you?
Oh, God, yes.
Unless.
And here comes Jack Grealish now. Again, Livramento right on top of him and wins the ball. Wanted to throw in, but of course, here he comes.
Oh, you're fucking having a laugh. Oh, it's for Alvarez, I guess, so ain't too bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but the thing is, City haven't got a striker on the pitch now, have they? Is Nunes a striker? I don't think he is.
I mean, no, he's a midfielder. I mean, they don't really need one to be
Then again, we haven't got one either, so, who are we?
That's true.
Newcastle and Man City, 73 minutes into the game. Both teams don't have a striker on the pitch.
A very good point from Beyond the Runners there. Doomsayer is saying Bruno and Tonali can't play together. Well, they damn straight could in this second half so far.
They've been sensational this second half so far. I'm not sure Pep was very happy with that pass that went straight over Grealish's head.
I think Joe Linton being much better in this game has helped him as well. Because
Joe Linton's been awful. This has been one of his best games so far this season. Absolutely no doubt about it.
He was a passenger, wasn't he? And Bruno and Tonali were having to cover another man. So maybe that's had something to do with it. But tonight's been brilliant second half. He really has.
Murphy's been fantastic second half as well. Considering he had a quiet first half. And here's Joe Linton now. Barrel and fall, great play. And Murphy holds the ball up well, gets it to Miggy. Miggy just can't get round Gomez, but he wins the throw in. That's good, tough play by Miggy with his shoulder barge there. But we had 2 men on the left there. Could only have got that ball through on the left-hand side.
Oh, I know. One more pass out wide and we were through.
Yeah, we were in,
so close. You can see Pep's not happy about it, though. He knew that. He knew very well we were nearly in there.
Absolutely.
He's not happy with that.
Man City have never gone out in the third round under Pep Guardiola in both the League Cup and FA Cup.
All right.
Well,
don't say shit like that.
No, I'm just reading off the screen, Billy. It's not my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. I'm saying nothing. Here's Gomez now for Manchester City. Lays it into...
Come on, Sam, so get goal side. Good lad.
Nunes gives it to Grealish. Grealish again trying to go against Livramento. Comes inside this time. Tonali a little bit slow. Grealish is shot straight at the Holy One, and he gathers it up. Nearly 2,000 watching now, guys. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Incredible, again, viewing figures. Please do hit the thumbs up button for us. Just take 2 seconds out to hit that like button. And of course, if you're new, please do hit the subscribe button. Free to do so. Come and join this amazing community. And of course, the notification bell, which will let you know when we upload any videos or schedule live shows. Thank you very much for that. And of course, vote for us in the Football Content Awards. That link is at the top of the description. For Best Podcast Premier League, just scroll down on their website to Best Podcast. Drop down menu for the Premier League. You'll find us there. And here now is Oscar Bob. Rolls it inside. Sorry, it's Phillips. Doku now. It looks like Oscar Bob's taking a more central position for them.
He's bobbing up everywhere, to be fair to him.
He is. He's bobbing up like a morning turd. Anyway, back to Nunes now for Manchester City. And Tonali. That's not a foul, referee! That is not a foul! You absolute muppet! Crazy refereeing.
Don't forget, there's also a Patreon podcast after this as well, for all those that subscribe to the Patreon, or who haven't done yet.
Yeah, we will do an instant reaction Patreon podcast straight after, so stick around. We'll get that edited and straight out for you guys.
Long ball across now for Grealish again. Grealish's first touch inside was a lovely touch, by the way. Here's Nunes. Nunes cuts back onto his right foot. Inside now to Oscar Bob. Back to Nunes. Newcastle just need to stay disciplined, weather the storm.
Keep pressuring.
Bruno pressing brilliantly again.
Played.
And Bruno wins the ball back. And now Miggy has it. Miggy,
Brilliant.
He's running backwards. Rolls it into Dummett. Oh, my God, get rid of it. Thank God for that. Up to Anthony Gordon now. Gordon, lovely turn. Makes some space. Look at Murphy. Murphy now. Sorry, it's actually Bruno. I do apologise. Bruno's almost found Murphy, who made up some ground there. But has got the ball now on the left-hand side. Jacob Murphy just slows it down a little bit. Goes back to Target. Joe Linton. Target comes inside. He's lost the ball, though. Not great control. But it's now with Paul Dummett. He will knock it across to
having to
Lascelles.
clear it.
Indeed. Jamal Lascelles. Have a shot, son. 50 yards out. Jamal Lascelles. And now there's an off-the-ball incident again. Play goes on. And Newcastle aren't going to kick the ball out because there's a fairy on the floor. And they're going to win a corner. Sergio Gomez has gone down again. There's nothing wrong with him.
I have the kick in the ankle. That's Italian.
Bruno made the run. He's not even looking at Gomez. Sort of.
I don't think so. I think that's just...
Nah.
Oh, Pep, sit down, you bold twat. What's he doing?
I'm not sure what the referee's doing here, unless he's been told by the fourth official that Pep's getting a bit out of hand.
Give him a red. Go on, send the twat off. So he can't make any more changes.
And there's a yellow card for Pep Guardiola.
See, they're all humble until they start losing. They hate it.
Yeah, they do.
More. Come on.
I hope you're satisfied.
No, I'm not sure what Pep Guardiola's problem is. I mean, it wasn't a foul, though, but Bruno wasn't even looking at the ball, man. Honestly.
Target with a set piece. Still no
target now. It's not a bad corner at the back post. Send it back across, and I think it was Nunes. Sorry, Guardiola there for Manchester. Getting it away. Here's Lascelles on the left wing. He plays it back, and it's going to be Tonali, who's the last man back. He goes all the way back to the Holy One, Nick Pope. Pope now will just launch it down the field again to absolutely nobody again.
That's all right.
Murphy's covering Gomez, and it's now back to Ortega, who rolls it back to Gomez. Up the line now to Gvardiol, who's sort of playing a weird position, but he's heading back to centre-back now. Here's Calvin Phillips for Manchester City. Akanji. We're just 11 minutes left of normal time. Newcastle United lead Manchester City by 1-0. Isak the scorer. Rachel says, remember, guys, Pep isn't bothered about this cup. Well, I mean, Newcastle United have been quite brilliant this second half. There's no doubt about it. First half, forgettable. But my God, this second 45, something else. Brilliant work from Gordon to win the ball back again. And look at him just driving forward for Newcastle. Turns back, rolls it back to Matty Target. Great play by Anthony Gordon again. Joe Linton back to Target. He will go to Dummett. Dummett first time across to Lascelles. Brings it forward. Lascelles, lovely ball inside. And Tonali was offside, to be fair. And I'm not sure where Miggy is. But the ball will roll out for a throw-in deep into Manchester City's half. The work rate, again, sensational from Newcastle United with 10 minutes to go in the game. And Ortega getting in a bit of a panic there. He's launched the ball out to the right-hand side. To be fair, Lewis took that ball brilliantly because I thought that was heading out. But again, good pressing. And it's gone out for a throw into Manchester City. Akanji getting frustrated now. Frustration kicking in with the big boys from Manchester here. Newcastle United.
They don't want this.
The front three are fluctuating between who goes where, aren't they, in a minute?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I mean, Murphy slotted in at centre forward for about 3 minutes for a second.
I'd love another goal, though, guys. I really would. Long ball out from Ortega is straight out of play again. And a throw into Newcastle United as Jason Tyndall hangs onto the ball for a little bit. And Livermore takes a
Robert Morris has just said Ortega's kicking his class. Say more things because it's going wrong as soon as you say it. Do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep going, Robert. Lascelles across to Paul Dummett. Back to Lascelles.
No, that's first
Lascelles now. No, that's a poor ball. Now Doku has the ball.
Look,
how is that a foul? Livermento's going to get booked for that. He's kicked the ball. It's a
bullshit decision. That's why. Fucking idiot referee.
Yeah.
Fucking curly
Stupid
Watts.
decision. Stupid. I mean, there was no way. Where's there a foul there? He goes in and wins the ball.
There's no foul there. I think that's too many Betty's hot pots. That prick, the referee.
Yeah, definitely. Betty's hot pots. Akanji now for Manchester City tries to play it over the top. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, great tackle, Livramento. And he's hurt himself in making that tackle as well. But what a brilliant, brilliant challenge from the right back from Newcastle United. I'm not sure if he's still down or not, but Manchester City have the ball now on the right-hand side. Oscar Bob to Lewis. Back to Bob. Bob now running at the defence, gives it wide, plays a little 1-2, but Matt Target is there. And Target just clears for Newcastle United, looking for the lone striker of Jacob Murphy, of all people.
Could be a long last.
We need to get the ball back now. We don't want to leave.
Joe Linton goes in like a train, and that's another free kick to Manchester City. And there they go again, rolling around the floor. This time, Phil Foden. Aya! Get up, man!
He hurt me. He kicked me. Give that man a red card.
Joe Linton having a little
Grealish wants to to sleep because he's having a push on Joe Linton. I mean, steady on, lad. He eat you for breakfast.
He didn't anything though, has he? He's not actually done anything.
No, he didn't stick his leg out or anything like that. He just ran into him.
Foden's run into Joe Linton there. That's bullshit.
Ridiculous. But it is another yellow card for Newcastle United. Honestly, there's some retards. What a tackle this is by Livramento, by the way.
Fantastic.
Look at that.
That's actually a foul as well because he's kicked Livramento there and missed the ball.
This is dangerous, though. Grealish is over it. And they take it quickly. A little flick. I don't think Grealish was expecting that, to be honest, but they've played it out to the left to Doku. Doku now going against Livramento, and they shall not pass. What a game Livramento is having. He's had Grealish in his pocket all game, and now Doku not having any luck.
Keep looking at that clock. It ain't getting fucking forward any quicker.
Yeah, it's not. As Miggy goes chasing Ortega. Gvardiol. By the way, Livramento will make the most tackles in this game. He's made 7. Joe Linton with 5. Calvin Phillips now for City. Gvardiol. Gvardiol brings it forward. Plays it inside again to Phillips. Back to Gvardiol. Grealish tries to make a run forwards, but they didn't spot him there, and I'm pleased about that. So I don't think Dummett was switched on. But we're back in position now. Akanji now for Manchester City. Out to the right-hand side. Oscar Bob knocks it back to Akanji. Akanji inside to Phillips. Phillips in the centre circle rolls it into, I'm forgetting his name now, Gomez, into Doku. Doku tries to spin around and he's got rid of Livramento brilliantly. That is brilliant play. And a wonderful ball in, but Nick Pope's so quick off his line to get there before Phil Foden. But that is the class, Billy, that we're talking about with Doku.
Yeah, it's quality bit of play, wasn't it? First time Livramento has been found wanting. Just overhit the pass slightly. Pope was alive to it. Did well to come out and take it.
Jesus. That was heart in your mouth stuff. 5 minutes to go at St James's Park of normal time. Still Newcastle 1, Manchester City 0 with Isak's goal. Isak has since
into shells, haven't we? We've gone into
we've they're pushing us back. You'd expect that, Billy. Man City, they'll not sit back, will they? Here's Doku again. Through ball. That looked suspiciously offside on Nunez, but it's not given. Here's Doku again.
Brilliant.
In and out. Great tackle and a free kick to Newcastle United. Miggy, brilliant. Brilliant from Miggy. Brilliant work rate, that. Miggy gets inside of Doku, wins the ball. Doku takes the hoof and brings him down. And now Miggy just being told by Joel Linton, well, it's pointless because they're going to add time on, guys. We've got to get on with the game, man.
Get up, Miggy. You'll add 50 minutes every 5 minutes.
Yeah,
down,
they will. They will. And to be fair, Fez is right. We aren't pushing up anymore, but anytime they get towards our half and get towards our goal, we're in there, biting at the heels. And Miggy just proved that there with a fabulous tackle. Guys, please keep subscribing. Thank you very much to all our new subscribers. Welcome to the Toon Review. Let's see what we can finish on by the end of the watch along. Thank you very much for all your subscribers today. What's that for? An elbow? What? Well, now it's a case of the referee giving Manchester City every opportunity to get back in this game. To be honest, let's not beat around the bush here. Long ball by Gomez picks out Oscar Bob. He's got Matt Target all over him. Target a late tackle, but play goes on. Referee waves the advantage. Gvardiol now across to the left-hand side to Doku, who by far is their most dangerous player all of a sudden on the pitch. Rolls it into Gomez. Gomez back to Gvardiol. Across to Akanji. Newcastle just need to keep the discipline here. Here's Gvardiol. Gvardiol plays it inside. Nice ball to Grealish, but Livramento's there. Just stumbled a little bit. He's got Grealish and Doku. Can't clear it too far. Here is Nunez for City. Nice little turn by him into the box. Nunez jinking. And good work by Lascelles. And that's a nice little turn by Murphy. Nearly made me poo me pants off. And now here goes Gordon on a run. He's got Phillips and Lewis around him and Akanji. And the whole of Manchester City's team. He's still going, Anthony Gordon. He's done it. Oh, that's brilliant. Gordon to the byline. There's nobody in the middle, though. And it hits Ortega, but that's a goal. That's a corner, surely.
Don't think it went.
No.
100% that went out. That's nonsense. Incredible from Anthony Gordon there.
I'd like to see him go in the corner and like Haaland has done against us a couple of times.
That was an incredible bit of play from Gordon, though. I mean, he just never gave up on that ball at all, despite there being 6 City players around him.
A lot of the City players.
Akanji's hurt, by the way.
Striking out in a 4-5-1. Look at Murphy leading the line. Who'd have ever thought it, honestly?
Akanji and Phillips look like they've hurt themselves when they clashed together there, but here's Doku going against Livramento, rolls it back to Nunez. Nunez inside now to Gomez. Gomez to Nunez. A lot of Ez's around at the minute. Here's Nunez, cuts inside. Looking for options. Has to go back to Gvardiol again. Gvardiol now brings the ball further into Newcastle's half. Man City looking for some options here. Phillips on the ball now. Rolls it across to Akanji. Akanji then goes across to Gomez. Gomez now plays the ball down the line to Jeremy Doku. This is dangerous again. He's going against Livramento. Livramento sticks with him, but he gets a cross in. It's Jesus, wept into a bowl of rice pudding. It's a long ball in the air. Bouncing around again. Come on, Murphy, be strong. And again, the 50-50 balls don't go our way. Akanji plays a long ball out to the left to Doku. Doku again brings it down brilliantly. And here he goes, a little bit of a jink and it plays it across. Chance here. Bob shot just wide. In fact, it might have been Phillips, not Bob. And that was an opportunity.
It was Lewis.
It was Lewis. It was neither.
Yeah, it's Lewis. That's what I meant to say. He should have hit the target there. That wasn't far away. That really wasn't far away at all. Toon Army coming off for Newcastle United. What a second half he's had, by the way. Fabulous second half from Sandro Toon Army. And on comes Elliot Anderson.
Go on, let's get another one, Anderson. Let's do it.
10 minutes injury time for this fucker.
That'll be great confidence for Toon Army as well after that second half performance. That's just what he needed.
Giving some words to the skipper there, Lascelles. But we're going to find out how much injury time we got. Here we go.
Piss off. 6 minutes, my
minutes
arsehole.
of injury time.
You
6 minutes.
Giraffe. Bollocks.
Well, it could have been worse, Billy. It could have been 10.
I had it about 3.
As once again, the ball boys decide not to give the ball back. Akanji now for Manchester City. Good work again by Anthony Gordon, who once again has been brilliant since he came on the pitch. As has Bruno. I mean, they've all been brilliant second half, and they've all upped the ratings dramatically in this second half, to be fair.
Yes. Oh, yes.
But it's not over yet. Phillips now looks for the run of Doku again, but there is Livramento, and that is fabulous play by Tino Livramento, and he goes on a sparkling run down the right, but Elliot Anderson decides to hang on and wins the throw-in. Great work from Elliot.
I'd rather the free
Such
kick,
a mature decision from Anderson there. Instead of passing it, or he was just careful with it, he made sure we retained the ball. Very mature.
Absolutely. 2,300 people now watching live. Thank you very much, guys. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you for all your support, guys. Really means a lot. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as well. Anderson just tried to flick it over Guardiola and head to the corner flag. Good work again there by Bruno. Anderson again underneath this one. He's jumping for everything. He's trying to catch salmon. And look at that tenacious work to win the ball back by Elliot Anderson. He's found Murphy. Murphy to Bruno. Bruno, lovely skip inside. And then he's hammered. Shot comes in and a good save down to his right by Ortega as Joe Linton lets loose with a rocket.
I want to see us take it into the corner zone. Waste a bit of time on the pitch like they do against us.
Yeah. And he was comfortable for the goalkeeper in the end there, but there you go. Akanji now across to Guardiola. We've got 4 minutes left of the additional 6. 4 minutes. Newcastle United deserve this after the second half performance. Down the line for Doku again. He's going against Lascelles. Holy hell. But Livramento is there again to take the ball off him. And Elliot Anderson plays a sensible ball to Murphy. And not too much, guys. Not too much. Grealish on the ball. Woman comes in like a rocket.
Dummett with the tackle.
What a tackle, Dummett, son.
Keep pressurising. Oh, you know.
He knocked Grealish over like a rented mule. Fabulous stuff.
Mules for trailer rent.
Long ball again. And there goes down Grealish. Get up, you absolute fanny Foden. You oh, no, my mummy. I want my mummy. Give over. That's just a good old-fashioned play by Matt Target to win the header.
It's not in the box anyway, even if it was. So get up, you
I know, but, you know.
Mank twat. I wanting a penalty. I'll get up. Don't want any injury time.
Oh, God.
Give him an excuse to add it.
Dummett's got a poorly calf. Oh, dear. Stay down, Paul. It's fine. Don't worry.
Better get the Yorkshire vet on then. I'm busting for slash, I've got to say.
Been so good.
Billy, I agree. I've drank a bottle of water. I'm sweating like a...
Fucking hell.
I'm sweating like a hip water rave.
Man of the match.
I'm going to have to make...
Livramento.
I'm going to have to make use of this.
Predator, thanks for your $1.99 super chat. This is absolutely brilliant commentary tonight, lads. Thank you very much. Fabian Scher is coming on for Paul Dummett, and he's having a little bit of a laugh with Guardiola.
Beards, we've still got everyone in as well. We are going to do a live reaction to this on the Patreon straight after with me and Billy. I don't know if we can persuade Paul to join us. Maybe we'll ask him.
I may have to sort out the little man and stuff. So, but I will be editing and putting it up straight away that you guys have finished. So
up tonight for people who want to listen to that.
Yeah, it will be up tonight. I'll put it across all the socials as well to let you know when it's up, and obviously the link. If you want to become a Patreon, the link will be there. It's another way of supporting the channel as well. So thank you in advance, guys. Don't forget to vote for us in the Football Content Awards. That link is pinned at the top of the description. Head to Best Podcast, hit the Premier League drop-down box, and you will find the Toon review there. As Joe Linton takes it down, sensation. He's got carpet on his feet tonight, that guy. Brilliant. Bruno then sticks his big arse out again. And we will let that ball roll out. Fabian Schär, cool as you like. Let's just roll this ball out for a throw into Newcastle United, which Matt Targett is in no hurry to take.
99 minutes, I reckon they're going to play here.
He's going to play as much as he bloody can, Billy. Simple as that.
But they can keep doing that
we win another throw in. And look at the ball boy. He's not even moving that ball. They're definitely under instructions. Yeah, absolutely. Matt Targett throws down the line. Joe Linton flicks it on. And the ball back in play now with Grealish. Grealish plays it back to Guardiola. Man City now play it left to Gomez. Gomez has to turn back. Great pressing from Miggy again. Gomez's pass is wayward. It goes all the way to Lewis on the far side. Lewis into Guardiola again. Guardiola brings it over the halfway line for Manchester City. Plays it to Gomez. Gomez plays it long, but that ball is going to be... Oh, Anderson did well there. Just took a heavy touch, but managed to stop it going for a corner. Throw into Manchester City deep in Newcastle's half. They have to throw it all the way back to Gomez, though. Gomez back to Guardiola. Miggy's on him like a pigeon chasing a chip. Look at him go. Brilliant stuff. And then in goes Matt Targett with another sliding clearance. 1,000,000% commitment there from the left back, who, by the way, has had a good game tonight as well. In fact, you know what it is? The second half has been sensational, let's be honest. We did not expect this second half, I think it's fair to say.
No, sure,
as Man City played forward towards Doku again, he's not going to catch that throw in. The 6 minutes are up, ladies and gents. It's just
it's got to be it, surely.
No, you're going to have another couple of minutes here, at least.
Well, yeah, there was another substitution, wasn't there? So they'll... but it's only supposed to be 30 seconds.
And an injury, remember?
Billy!
I'm just saying, he's going to have on as much as he can. This is fucking Liam Gallagher refereeing, it ain't me.
Well, that's very true. That's a push by Murphy, but not given by the referee. Murphy then launches it up the field, but the ball has gone out to play. It's with Ortega. Man City are going to take the throw in. Gomez to Calvin Phillips now. Phillips plays it across to Lewis. Lewis has got Gordon for company. Out to Oscar Bob now. Bob running against Matt Targett. He plays it in with his left foot. Lascelles is there with a commanding header flying through the air. And a throw. Come on!
Yes!
There's the whistle! Ladies and gentlemen, we have beaten Manchester City by 1-0, and we knock out the European champions in fantastic fashion with a second half that came from absolutely bloody nowhere. An incredible second half performance. And you know what? I'm going to play the goal scoring music just for the hell of it because we won. Here we go. By the way, I think we have a Mackham in the chat. Listen to this comment from Joey Fitz. Not convincing for me. First half should have been dead and buried. Very fortunate victory, but a win is a win until knocked out later in the competition.
I'm sorry. Joey,
Sunderland
Joey,
fan.
unlucky.
Out you go, Mackham.
Unlucky, lad.
The referee there, like I said earlier, they're humble when they're winning. They don't like it. We're here to stay. We're here to win everything, and they're not happy about it.
Pep's not happy, but we don't give a shit, basically. That's what we're trying to say, guys. I mean, look, Rabbit Non, welcome to Members Club, mate. Thank you for your support. Really do appreciate that. Look, first half, we'll admit, Man City dominated the first half. But what Man City didn't do in that first half is score a goal. Second half, it was a different story. From the minute we kicked off the second half, we went at them. We were biting at the heels. We were in at them, and we get a brilliant goal. Wonderful move started by Lascelles. Murphy turns. We give it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton crosses across, and there is Isak just to control the ball and thump it in the back of the net. And you know what? I don't think Nick Pope had a save to make in that second half. So somebody tell me how we were fortunate, because Nick Pope has only had one shot to save in the whole 90 minutes. One shot to save in the whole 90 minutes that was on target. And that was the save he made from Alvarez with his foot. Or, sorry, there was a long-range effort as well, I think, from Phillips, wasn't there, which went straight into Pope's midriff from Grealish. So you tell me how on earth we are. Somebody. Because I don't think we were lucky.
No, not at all. Night and day. First half, second half. I thought second half we were absolutely superb once Bruno come on Tonali looks a different player. The goal actually started way before the Lascelles pass. It was just a fantastic team move. The Lascelles pass was a key to it all. It was a fantastic pass to Murphy. Terrific goal, well taken by Isaac. And a good, solid defensive performance against the best side in the world. Let's be honest, it's a great night for Newcastle United.
Yeah, look at this. IFL Discovery. Paul, calm down. This is not Man City's first 11. It wasn't ours either.
We got pulled up in the starting 11, man.
Our back four was completely changed. Our midfield had 2 kids in it in the first half. You know, we didn't have a striker on in the second half. Give our man, will you? What a pathetic thing to say. Honestly, some people, man.
I've got to say, Pep shook every Newcastle player's hand after that, though. I mean, it was...
Yeah, you will.
A nice chat with Joe Linton just now as well. So, you know, he's a quality man, he's Pep.
Yeah. Listen, Livramento, absolutely brilliant. By the way, Haaland went for Isak's shirt.
He did,
yeah.
Wow.
Joey says, bloody loved going through that match with the commentary from you all. Thanks for that, fellas. No problem at all. Thank you very much for joining us. Honestly,
we've got Matteo as a Geordie banner as well. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Our fans are so good. I love our fans.
Yep. Fez makes a good point as well, saying Man City's second team defence is still top 3 in the Premier League. Exactly. Stick that up your pipe. Honestly, there's so much salt from people when we, beat the big teams, isn't there? So much salt. It's hilarious at times.
And let's be honest, with Man City out, potentially is another trip to Wembley on the cards.
Well, listen, I think getting Man City out the way, there's still some very good sides in this cup. And we'll probably get Arsenal away or something like that in the next round.
But it's always after the game, isn't it? So it's
it is.
The next half an hour or so. So we shall soon know.
It'd be very interesting to see who we get. But you know what? I don't think it really matters. You know, the fact that we've put out a second string side against Man City's, and everybody, pundits and everywhere you hear will talk about, Man City's second 11 could win the Premier League as well. Well, we've just turned them over, and there was a lot of first team players in that Man City side.
So.
Yeah,
I'll take Blackburn or Everton next round.
Yeah, I would as well. But to be honest, let's be honest here. There was some first teamers in there for Man City. There was a World Cup winner on the field for Manchester City. So
absolutely,
come on.
And Guardiola, Akanji, and Ake are regular starters for them.
They are. Yes, they are. So Grealish plays a lot. Alvarez does play a lot as well. Doku was brilliant
as well as an important player.
Absolutely. Doku's class, by the way. I mean, he gave them a definite oomph.
I did feel a little bit sorry for him because they played like 3 or 4 through balls as if he was Superman. He was never going to get on the end of. He's quick. It's not that quick.
We've got a nice Man City fan in the chat as well.
Yeah, Sega, thank you very much. Or Sega, I'm a Manchester City fan, but Newcastle has become a scary team. That's the truth. Thank you very much.
That's a mega
really
post.
Appreciate that. VMV says, Dummett keeping Man City out. What a legend. I have to say, he was dodgy first half, Dummett. He was all over the place. But second half, I mean, that tackle.
10-15 is the draw.
Yeah, he made some fantastic defensive kind of last-ditch tackles second half. He made one in the first half, to be fair to him. He had a good game for Dummett tonight. That's the best he can do, really.
Absolutely. Sean says, player ratings from you all. We do that in the match review, which is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, match review, stroke preview for the Burnley game. So we'll be doing sort of a bit of both in that show tomorrow night. So it might be like an hour and a half show tomorrow. So it starts at 7 o'clock. Fez, if you're still listening, matey, we need a kind of match review preview. So I don't know how you're going to come up with a thumbnail for that, but I will leave it with you, my friend.
An interesting note as well. We can probably talk about the next draw as we're talking about the review from this game in the podcast tonight. So
yeah,
one as we're doing it.
Frankie Norton, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says, missed most of your commentary, missed most of the game, but come on, what a result. How are the lads? Indeed, how are the lads? Incredible. The second half, Billy, I mean, we were talking at half time, wondering what the hell was going on, just thinking, we just didn't seem like we were pushing them at all. We weren't giving ourselves, we were losing the ball very carelessly, weren't we? And then all of a sudden, second half, there must have been a bollocking.
Yeah, obviously the introduction of Bruno Gordon was key to it all. I thought they were both magnificent when they came on. and they encouraged other players into the game also. Tonali was terrific second half. Joe Linton, who had a good first half, was great second half too. Murphy came into it. It was the introduction of those players that was the impetus to it all, I thought. And a solid defensive performance and a great team goal. It's a perfect night for us. Let's be fair about it.
Yep. Calvin, thank you for a £5 super chat. He says Bruno is the heart and soul of this team. He came on and everything changed. Well, 100%. Gordon as well. Let's not leave Gordon out of this because Gordon made a massive impact like he did on Sunday at Sheffield United. To be fair, he drove at them. I just love what Anthony Gordon gives us now. It just gives us so many different dimensions. He's hungry for the ball. He runs at people. He causes all sorts of defensive problems. He made Lewis and Akanji clatter into each other tonight and then ran away with the ball. Like, he nicked somebody's tennis ball out of a garden, which he probably did as a kid being a Scouser. Everything just worked in that second half. And clearly a bollocking though Alex was given at half-time.
Yeah, I don't know what he did to him at half-time, but... They came out like, somebody had lit a fire under him. Definitely, but it wasn't just energy. It was energy. It was passion. Every tackle was celebrated like a goal. Isak was a man possessed. It was technical ability, first touches, passes, intricate passing sequences. They were insane. I don't know where it came from. It was 20 minutes of pure quality. We outclassed them in the first 20 minutes of that second half. And we called it. We said, if Man City don't get a grip of this game, we're going to score. We did, and we saw it out very, very well. We deserve so much credit for that second half performance. It was miraculous. It was so good. And Eddie Howe definitely deserves a lot of credit for the decision-making, substitutions, change of shape. That's all him.
Yeah. Yogi, thank you for your £2 super chat, bud. He says, you three are best of the best. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. DJ Ellison says, thank you for your $4.99. He says, great effort from the lads. Didn't give them a sniff second half. Love a derby game with Borough or a gimme home game next round, but we shouldn't fear anyone. Of course, there is the possibility of playing Middlesbrough, isn't there?
Do you know what, as well? Eddie Howe will have perfect trust now to rest Kieran Trippier because Livramento was absolutely terrific tonight.
Oh, just brilliant.
And he can trust him to slot in as and when he needs to. We're not losing nothing from him. Maybe a little bit of attacking impetus, but defensively, losing nothing. He was fantastic tonight. Absolutely terrific. He
was beaten once by Doku, and that was it in the whole game. He had Grealish in his pocket the whole game. To know that he is the future at right back is fabulous, and obviously being guided by Kieran Trippier. And there's nobody better at right back for me at the minute. Probably maybe it's Kyle Walker, but right backs. Is there anybody as good as Walker and Trippier in the Premier League at the minute?
Potentially the world. No, let's talk about Walker. They're both terrific, world class elite.
Trent's an incredible player, but right back.
Can't defend.
He's not a right back.
Walker and Trippier.
Yeah, absolutely. Just incredible. That is it for the watch along. As Alex has stated, Billy and Alex are now going to do a quick 20-minute podcast for Patreon. So once they've done it and it's up on the site, keep your eye open on our social media pages for the link. If you want to become a patron as well and support the channel that way, you can as well. It will be up tonight, definitely. So make sure we have a Facebook group. So look for the Toon Review group on Facebook. Make sure you just obviously apply to join. One of the mods on myself will accept you into the group if you agree to the rules. You can find us on Instagram at the Toon Review, X or Twitter at the Toon Review. You can also find Billy and Alex on the on Twitter as well. So we're across all the socials. So it will be up. The link there to go and listen to the podcast there. It's just a quick review of the game. And then, of course, the big review comes tomorrow night in our show, which starts at 7 o'clock right here. Jimmy Barr, thank you for your $7.99 Australian dollars. I'd love to have been a fly in the wall at halftime. Great sub, stellar effort. Great commentary as always. I'm off to a 12-hour shift in the heat. Oh, God. Ooh. Good luck with that. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for all the new members tonight, all your new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for all your super chats as well. Mods, you've been absolutely fantastic as usual. Billy and Alex, thank you for your company tonight. But again, massive thanks to you guys out there. You make us what we are on this channel, and we love you all. So thank you so much. And we will catch you live back on this channel tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's going to be another cracker. See you then. Good night.
How are the lads? Come on.
Come back and check out some breeze.